Yo, what is going down, y'all? Welcome in the Most Underrated podcast. You already know, broadcasting from Most Underrated Studios. I'm your man, Thomas the Franchise, the homie Dow Palantonio chilling across from me. JJ Stringstein back with us, man, here at the end of the table. Good to have you back, bro.
Of course.
A little personal day.
It was good to be back.
Great, able to get all your stuff done?
Yeah,
good.
A little bit of little PD.
Exactly.
PD.
Personal day.
Oh. I didn't know PD either.
Little PD.
I know VD.
Oh.
Not good.
We don't have any. We don't have any of that in the Most Underrated Studios.
I know ED. I know CD.
Oh,
CD. Cousin Dave. Just kidding. Go ahead.
How about CP?
CP.
I know CP3.
Well, no. What about Captain Planet? Did you see the look?
Oh, that is
Oh.
you.
What do you know? Flat top, a little bit of mullet in the back.
Yes.
What do you think?
I'm gonna
Here,
pull. I'm
let
gonna
me give
find
you a
the
live
Captain
look.
Planet theme music. Let me turn to the side real quick. Wow.
No, pretty good.
Pretty
A little
good.
high on the flat top.
Yeah.
Yeah, resembles. Stringer doesn't know.
Looks good, dude. Yeah,
Yeah,
because I didn't really pay attention to you since you got it cut last time before the funeral because you had a hat on. Now, it's cracking.
It's cracking.
Looks good, dude.
It's only gonna get better.
Nice. Well, yeah, welcome in, man. Most Underrated podcast. I coming in with this song today, a little bit of slower vibe. Not only because you went to the show, which I want to hear all about.
Yeah.
But my homie Aaron Phillips passed away this weekend, man. I lost a really, really good friend.
Huh. Sorry to hear that.
And I guess I don't want to even say like a really good friend as we were like super boys up to the point he passed away.
Okay.
It's probably been about a year and a half since we spoke. And but dude, I met the kid at 9 years old. We started playing youth football together. And this was just a guy that was so inspiring. He was just such a good dude. He was the life of the party. He was Mr. Fun. He was a guy that he was just very motivational. He's just a very motivating guy. Like, you couldn't help but be around him and be motivated. He was
great leader.
in high school. He was that way. Yeah, on all the sports teams we played on, dude. It didn't matter if we were in a game playing or if we were on the sideline at a basketball game doing the sixth man. You know what I mean? Like, I remember having knee surgery and being on the sidelines and just being on crutches and us just going crazy at like high school basketball games and just having a blast, you know, just being young kids and Greeley West versus Greeley Central, you know, rivalry games and just so much fun, dude. And it sucks, man. It's a lot of, with the memory of his passing or with the news of his passing came a lot of memories just from high school and from being around him and then seeing all the lives he's impacted, dude, because he's gone on to do some really good things since we graduated. I mean, he went on to obviously we went on to go to school and college and everything there, but then he went on to coach, man, baseball coach. He's the baseball coach in Wiggins. He was the athletic director at Wiggins High School, which is way out eastern Colorado here.
Sure.
You know Wiggins, though?
Yep.
So it's just super sad, dude. All his students lost a great guy. I think he's got 2 kids. His wife might be pregnant, another kid. So, I mean, yeah, it just sucks, dude. You know what I mean? It's a super unfortunate car accident. I think his 3-year-old was in the car as well, and it's fine, completely fine. He passed away.
Jeez.
So I'm going to have to hit that funeral this week. I'm assuming it's probably going to be this week. That's going to be super shitty.
Yeah, man.
So, yeah, man, somber notes start the cast, but this song, Throwing It On, Third Eye Blind, I know you went to the show, and then once I heard this, I was like, oh, damn, this kind of just took me back, dude, you know?
Kind of ties it all together a little bit.
Yeah, so it's just kind of a little bit strange, not very fun, not fun to talk about or anything like that, but at the end of the day, stuff that happens in life, and RIP to my man Aaron Phillips, dude.
Yeah, man.
So
yeah, it's a nice tribute, man, to lose somebody like that. You know, it sounds like he was a leader amongst men, his family, other people that he was around. Sounds like he led a great life, man.
Yeah.
Gone too soon.
Way too soon.
You just never know, man.
I know.
You really don't this day and age. You know, we look at my grandma, 93. We'd all be so lucky, but you know, then you have somebody who's probably in his 30s, I would say.
Yeah, mid-30s.
God bless, man. Bless his family,
Early to
dude.
mid-30s,
That's tough, dude.
Yeah, it sucks, man. It's one of those things, like, it just makes me feel bad because I'm like, damn, like, why couldn't it just take me I feel like he was just doing so much more.
Yeah.
He meant so much more. He meant so much to, obviously, I mean, the guy's got kids. I don't got no kids.
Yeah.
I don't got a turtle. I don't got a goldfish. It almost makes me feel like you get a little survivor's guilt.
Yeah.
It's like, what am I bringing? You know what I mean? Like, this man was bringing so much.
He was a staple in the community.
He was an athletic director, a
He was a
baseball
leader
coach, a
amongst
husband, a father. I mean,
everything.
all these things. and a mentor to so many. And I look at my life and I'm like, what the hell am I doing? Like, why do I deserve to be here? And I don't know. Maybe that's a wrong way to look at it, and that's a weird struggle to have too. But yeah, it sucks, dude.
I think it's feelings that we all have. Those are natural feelings. It's like, why did they get taken?
Especially that young.
Why did they deserve it? Why don't I deserve it? I think these are all thoughts that anybody who cares about anything probably have had, and will continue to have. It's one of those things. But I'm not a religious guy necessarily. But I think there is a time. I think we all kind of have an expiration date. Now, how fair that is and what that time is and, what that looks like, I don't know. I don't know, man. But I know that's going to be hard for the family. It's going to be hard for the community. It's hard for you as a buddy. That's a tough loss.
It just makes you want to drive a little more chill. Makes you want to pay a little more attention. Makes you want to just count your blessings.
Yeah.
Hug the people that you love a little tighter before you leave.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It just puts things into perspective a little bit. I was talking to my homie Vitzer the other day and a little bit about it, and his wife Mandy, and Stampede days are coming up and be seeing them quite a bit. We're going to be going to some country concerts this summer, and it's just such weird timing, dude, because I'm going to be up there, and I know I'm going to see just a ton of people from high school, a ton of my old friends, run into everybody just like I do every summer, and that's going to be a lot of the conversation. I know it will be, dude. It's going to be a lot of reminiscing, and it's going to be brought up a lot throughout the next couple weeks, 4th of July period, Greeley Stampede. So, like I said, man, just make sure you let the people know let the people you love know that you love them. And sorry, I think I said that all messed up, but just hold them tight, let them know you love them, and don't take stuff for granted, man. I mean, as hard as it is not to get wrapped up into our day-to-day and flip the dude off in front of you that cut you off and speed up and get a little road rage or whatever, man. It's just not, you lose someone like this and it's just not worth it. And you have a lot of these different things happen over time, and this is kind of a weird transition, but I was reading an article over the weekend about how the Bloods and Crips actually got together in California at a park and talked and just wanted to try to mellow things. I don't know if it's going to end, but really mellow things out, because it's such deep rooted. It can't just be ended like that. Right. But I think in the wake of Nipsey's passing, this whole thing that we need to hold a grudge against each other forever and ever and ever, and we just need to be firing at each other forever until we die is ridiculous. And I think they're finally realizing that. They wanted to have that talk. And as things happen, it kind of, you know what they say, distance makes the heart grow fonder, or whatever. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. There you go. So in this situation, you lose someone you care about, and in that case, they lost someone that they cared about or big in their community.
Staple,
it makes you rethink things. It makes you like, hey, I'm going to be a little bit more careful here. I'm going to be a little bit less reckless here. I'm going to be a little more cautious for my family, for my friends, for the people I care about, for their family, for this person's family, this person's friends. You don't know who they are or what they mean to somebody, and I think we lose sight of that sometimes. So
sure. That's a very progressive way of thinking. I mean, we can look in the rearview mirror, all of our lives, and history is important. It's not irrelevant by any means.
Can't forget it.
Yeah, we look at gangs and all the history, and they did this and who did this, and what it comes down to is protecting territory. That's what it'll always be. Hey, you're in my hood, you're in my territory. This is my place. Okay,
exactly.
And I'm going to let you know that. But having a progressive way of thinking of doing that probably doesn't hurt. Yeah, you lose people. Staple of community, Nipsey. That's a big thing, man. When you lose people like that who are doing things for everybody, whether you're Blood, whether you're Crip, whether you're just homeless, whether you're a struggling, mother of 4.
For sure.
For sure. So.
Well, as we move into this show, man, we got a ton of topics to hit on today. I want to hear about your concert in a second. I have a concert I'm going to as well. We'll hit on that. Phil Mickelson on Instagram. You follow him on Instagram?
I do.
He does this thing called Phil Mickelson's Fireside Chats. Pretty funny. It's like golf stories that you wouldn't have heard about or behind the scenes type stuff. So his latest one was funny to me. So we'll play that for you guys. I want to talk a little bit of BET Awards. Speaking of Nipsey Hussle, the tribute that John Legend pulled off last night, many others.
Beautiful.
You were the one telling me, I don't have BET. You don't have BET either, so we had to go look and do a bunch of research on it.
Recap.
I've not seen the performance yet, so I'm going to watch that live on the show today, and we're going to play it for you guys so you guys can hear that. You've told me it's really cool. I've seen a bunch just rave reviews about it, so I'm excited for that Nipsey Hussle tribute from the BET Awards last night. Excited to hear that. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah.
He cut the promo 23 years ago that made him Stone Cold Steve Austin 316 says, I just whipped your ass. That was 23 years ago today, so we're going to hit on that as well. I want to discuss a little bit of that. I also want to go into a little bit of WWE conversation. I know we have some people that are big wrestling fans, some people that aren't. You follow the back in the day stuff, not so much up on the newer stuff.
Correct.
But I think this is a good opportunity to bridge that gap and kind of fill some people in because the company is going to change. It is already changing. It's going in a new direction, and we've kind of seen the last of a dying breed. And I'll get into that conversation, and we can kind of talk about that a little bit. Some sneakers and Supreme talk. Boy, do I have a story for you. Post office, and this is probably me. I'll have to
take that L on the way out.
But it is what it is. So we'll get into all that. YouTube comments, tons of show for you guys today, man. But starting it off, Dow.
Yeah.
Third Eye Blind. How was it, man?
The Third Eye.
Actually, let me cut off the Goo Goo Dolls here. I don't know. I just rolled into Goo Goo Dolls. So yeah, let's do some Third Eye Blind here.
You bet. So the concert started as this. We were a little late. I don't blame Robin necessarily, but we weren't that interested in the opening band. The opening band was Rah Rah Riot.
Yep.
I'm not too familiar. I mean, I know a hit song or two, but I didn't have to see them. And if we go back to that day, do you remember how bad the conditions were that day?
No.
We had tornado watches
that's right.
on the
Okay.
eastern plains that kind of went into the eastern mountain range here. We had hail, like marble-sized hail happening.
Yep.
We had just rain like you've never seen. Like we had flooding conditions. We had a flood warning till 9 p.m. that evening. So that being said, we didn't rush to get there.
Mm-hmm.
Rah Rah Riot, we kind of wrote them off. That's what we did, okay? Just so we didn't have to stay and chill in the cold, rainy, dumbass conditions out there.
Yeah.
That being said, Jimmy Eat World came up second. Dude, I am a super, super fan of Jimmy Eat World.
Who is better than Jimmy Eat World or Third Eye Blind?
I'm going to tell you right now, it's not because I'm biased. I love Third Eye Blind. Third Eye Blind's rad, dude. So good. And I'd never seen them before. This is my first time.
Yeah.
So I'm pumped, right? Jimmy Eat World destroyed
No way.
Third Eye Blind. Dude.
So they should have headlined.
The sweetness, we forget how many hits. We usually think of the middle, right, with Jimmy Eat World.
Of course.
We think of the sweetness, right,
course.
with Jimmy Eat World. And then we're like, those are pretty good. That's about it. Holy shit. They have so many hits that you're just like, oh my God, this is great. This is awesome. Oh, I love this song too. Oh my God, I made out with a girl on this song. Oh my God, I remember, all these different nostalgia memories are just rad with Jimmy Eat World. But dude, they are one of the best live bands I've ever seen. Jimmy Eat World.
Weird.
Dude, they sound just like they do on the record. And you don't find a lot of bands that are like that. A lot of bands kind of make up for how they don't sound well or so live.
Yes.
And then with their actions and their actual performance. Jimmy Eat World, says, hey, you guys, how you guys feeling? What's going on, Colorado? We almost had the show canceled. We're happy to see you. And that's pretty much all they say. They're there to jam. They're there for business. And dude, they are so damn good. If you have not seen Jimmy Eat World live, you are missing out. It is one of the best live bands. And there's a few bands out there that I can think of. Coheed and Cambria is one as well. But there's a few live bands out there where the bass player makes the drummer better. The drummer makes the lead guitarist better.
Yeah.
This band makes everyone better. And you don't see a lot of bands out there. A lot of bands are like, I'm just going to be the shredder. I'm just worried about my business.
Yep.
As a whole, as a collective, they are so good and they are so musically just gifted. So they blew our minds. So
That's cool.
That was
Robin
the
enjoyed it too.
Dude, Robin was singing, dude. She loved Third Eye Blind a lot more than I did. Here's what I would say. They had some technical difficulties.
Third Eye Blind?
When they first started.
Okay.
So I think his name is Steven or Stefan. Steven, I think, is what he goes by, Carpenter, as the lead singer of Third Eye Blind. He had some vocal issues, and I don't know if it was their sound guy or whatnot, but they had some trouble kind of getting it mixed, getting the, where the drums weren't overpowering the bass and the bass wasn't overpowering the guitar and the vocals were just drowned out. Okay. And that was like the first two songs, but then they started getting it figured out. But there's something to be said about having a good sound guy that just kind of makes it more dynamic.
Yeah.
Their sound was not dynamic. It was...
But Jimmy Eat World was.
Interesting. My God, dude.
So Jimmy Eat World sounded just like the record.
Yep.
So crazy. And Third Eye Blind it was not necessarily opposite, but not as
but
good.
Just not dynamic at all. And Third Eye Blind, so Steven gets up there and says, hey, we really appreciate it. We almost had to cancel the show. He was
like, hey, guys, the sound isn't that good. If you would step back from that ledge, my friends.
Yeah.
It would come.
It would sound a lot better. Yeah, for sure.
Right.
He actually made an announcement. He's like, "Man, we brought all of our stage lighting and everything, and we've got 2 truckfuls of it." And he's like, "We couldn't use any of it because if they would have, there was pretty severe lightning. So that would, so maybe
lightning rod.
yeah, for sure."
Where was that, Fiddlers?
No, it was at Levitt Pavilion.
Levitt Pavilion,
which
I don't know
is
what that is.
like Santa Fe and I-25 area. It's back in there at Ruby Hill Park.
Where they had the big festival, where they had that huge festival not too long ago, where it was a golf course, and everyone was like, "Oh, they're bringing a music festival into the middle of the city." And remember, it was on a golf course. It was like
that was a different one.
Oh, really?
That's not this one. Yeah, This is Ruby Hill Park, where they actually during the winter they have like a snowboard hill where you can just hike it and do all that. So it's a really really big park, but they have an outdoor amphitheater, outdoor pavilion out there that they're starting to bring a lot of bigger bands. This is where I saw the Verve Pipe last year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man. So
you
really
were young
small.
And knew everything.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
We were merely freshmen.
Merely freshmen.
So, so Steven made an announcement. He's like, hey, we didn't get to use a lot of our equipment. We apologize, the storm. But he's like, if we would have tried, we would have had to cancel because all the lightning rod issues, that kind of thing. So maybe that had something to do with the sound. But they turned it around halfway through. The sound got a little bit better. It was still lacking dynamics, in my opinion. It just wasn't dynamic sounding. And I'm kind of a snob when it comes to that. I'm a music guy, just like you are, right? We have an expectation. But I'm also real with that expectation. That being said, once they figured out the audio and some of the technical stuff, he didn't sing the songs. He made the crowd sing all the fucking songs.
Oh, so it was
sorry
like,
for the F-bomb, but I was so upset about it, man.
Wow.
Dude, I brought Mueller with me as well. Robin, we had Muzzy Nakea. Muzzy actually couldn't make it, dude. He had some he has some issues with gallbladder every once in a while that just come up. So he didn't join us, but his lady still did.
Oh.
And we also brought Mueller. That being said, dude, Mueller's not the biggest like 90s rock fan, but he just wants to hang out with us, right?
Right.
This guy was pissed. This guy
he
was yelling at the singer, dude.
Wow.
He was dropping some F-bombs out there because he would not finish the songs. Usually you go into the chorus, right? Where they have the,
crowd
they have the audience sing a little bit of the chorus. Nope. We're doing verses. He's making the entire audience do verses.
So it was like Duritz when we went to see Counting Crows.
It was the worst.
Remember that?
No, Duritz actually sang it.
Well,
but he had to redo his music to fit in his vocal octave range because he sucks now.
But no. Duritz didn't sing.
You mean Durshits? Because that's what he was.
Adam Duritz, lead singer of Counting Crows, when we saw him at Red Rocks.
Here.
I think he did round here really pretty well. But,
Not me.
But Mr. Jones, he couldn't do.
No.
He couldn't hit Long December.
Yeah.
He couldn't do. No, actually, you know what? Round here he couldn't do. Long December he did do.
He did.
He was on the piano and he sounded okay.
Yeah.
But he made the crowd sing.
Mr. Jones.
Mr. Jones.
The whole thing.
All the way through. There was no high notes.
Welcome to a Third Eye Blind concert.
Is that the first time you've seen them?
First time. Never see him again.
No way. You're not going to give them another chance?
Nope.
Maybe it was a bad sound night. They had some lightning, outdoor venue, some weather issues.
I'm out.
Wow.
I'm out just like that. And you know what's funny? Jevin, our boy Jev, he's actually talked about, he's seen Third Eye Blind now twice. We missed one of the shows where we were supposed to go with him. And when I was talking to him, I'm like, dude, you got to go. He's like, oh, I think I might, but I'm kind of okay. I've seen him a couple times. I think I'm good. Now that I think about it, now I know why he was kind of not being as transparent because he didn't want to pass that judgment and ruin it for me. He wanted me to kind of see it.
Did you talk to him since?
I'm going to talk to him today.
Oh,
I'll be working today. I'm going to light him up.
I want to know how that convo goes. We should just call him on the cast.
I know.
I
should have texted him earlier and be like, yo, can we get you on the cast, dude? Because I got to talk to you about Third Eye Blind.
We got to discuss this.
We've got to discuss.
Why didn't you tell me to save my save my bread?
For sure.
Yeah.
But that being said, the music sounded good, but the vocals weren't there. They had some technical difficulties, and if you're pumped as a crowd to sing the song, and not have him not sing with him, You should go.
If you want to do karaoke,
You'll
go.
enjoy the hell out of it.
You'll love it.
If you want to hear your neighbor really belt it out, you're probably in the right place.
Because it could be the same thing for a cover band.
Yeah.
It's like you went and saw almost like a cover band, right?
Yeah.
Everyone was just there to have a good time,
bet,
jump
you bet.
around. So when it's a cover band, you don't care if he's
Might
not
as well
singing
sing
all
a
the
cover
words,
band.
right? Yeah,
You know?
because they're doing the crowd, they're doing a little bit of them. It's more about the party.
That's
more
it.
about the atmosphere. You went to see a show, not for the atmosphere.
You know who partied?
See them perform.
Jimmy Eat World. And if you wanted to sing, you could sing with him, or you didn't have to. You're
Right.
getting the best of both worlds, and it was great.
That's weird that
just
it's
should've
so
left.
opposite at the same show.
Yeah.
I can't think of a show I've been to like that where I'm like, well, you know what? I guess,
Jimmy Eat World should have headlined it.
dude, Rob Thomas did sound incredible that night. We saw
Rob
Counting
Thomas is one of the most talented
Oh,
singers.
dude.
He is so good.
Yes, not only his shit with Matchbox 20 is super sick, but all his solo shit is
real
so
good.
ill, dude. So Rob Thomas was super ill. Duritz, same situation, I
Dershitz.
guess. I guess that's the concert I can think of where it was really opposite.
That's where this was.
And Rob Thomas came out and helped Duritz sing. Remember that?
Oh,
he
he did.
brought him out for a couple songs.
He
I was
should have
like,
sang- he
I'm
should have
gonna
sang it
Rob Thomas help
all.
me out. Yeah, he should have.
That's what you and Jevin and I
Yeah,
said. He
dude.
should have sang it all.
No doubt.
So there you go, man. If you're
Wow.
wanting to see Third Eye Blind,
Don't do it.
be aware and know
I
what
still
you're-
want to do it. I still want to see. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. I wasn't there, but I'm giving him the benefit of the
Yeah.
doubt that maybe it's just a little off night, a little off kilter. They said they had a big lighting rig. They had all
Also
kinds of
depends
stuff.
on how much the tickets are, because that's not even worth paying a whole lot of money if you're going to be the one singing.
Well,
the
luckily
entire
Jimmy Eat
song.
World was incredible, so you feel
Yeah.
like you got your money's worth.
I got my
Yeah.
for
Right.
sure.
Well, guess who I'm going to see tonight?
Tonight?
Tonight, bro.
Oh,
I don't know. I didn't
tonight,
get the
dang.
invite. I got to close anyways.
That's who I'm going to see tonight. You know who this is?
I think so, but let me.
The Wonders. No, I'm just kidding, man.
Oh, dude, you're seeing Stevie tonight?
And Stevie, dude.
Oh.
Not the Wonders, but
Yeah.
the Wonder.
Oh, what about the
Stevie.
the Oneaters?
The Oneaters. That's where I was going.
Dude, you know about the
Nice
Oneaters?
one. Do you know about the Oneaters?
No.
Oh man, it's
Dude.
too much to explain.
That doing that thing you do.
So I'm going to see Stevie tonight, Red Rocks Amphitheater. Roselli, my aunt, my lady,
Oh,
some of my aunt's friends. It's gonna be a party. I'm gonna be up in there two-stepping it up tonight, man. Colorado weather, finally supposed to get a good weather day.
Yeah.
No rain today for
Yeah.
once. We've been
All
getting
sunshine.
rained out the past week.
Yeah.
Over here, it's been
Past
terrible.
4 days.
yeah, we're like the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, exactly.
It's great.
So we've been getting rained out. Luckily, we got good weather tonight. Knock on wood for
Knock on
Stevie.
wood.
Knock on. Actually, I don't want to. I'll probably fall back. I was gonna knock on these walls. I'll probably fall down.
Yeah.
But the concert tonight, it's gonna be a blast, dude. I'm so excited for it.
Yeah. You're finally taking your advice. Remember the advice you always give to us? These older musicians,
need
you
to
know,
go see 'em.
there is an expiration
Yes.
of this.
Yes.
But you're going to see Stevie tonight.
Stevie, not Pepsi Center,
No.
not no bullshit venue. Red Rocks Amphitheater, baby. Stevie Wonder. I'm so excited. When do you get? Not only do you got to take advantage of when these legends come to your town, but if they come to Red Rocks, you definitely need to take advantage. And that's where I missed Petty. I missed Petty
Oh, did you?
2 summers ago at Red Rocks, and then he passed away.
Saw Petty twice at Red Rocks.
Right.
Woo.
Yeah. So I'm trying to make up for it here.
Sick.
I'm trying to
It's the right step in the right direction.
go see a little Mr. Wonder. All the hits, bro. All the hits. We should maybe just have a Stevie show.
I can't wait, dude. Just
Sick, huh? Yeah, I'll send you some videos, guy. And you know,
Yeah.
we want to hear the really cool shit. My aunt's going a little bit early. She's going to try to give him a letter written in Braille that she wrote him in Braille because she
Really?
teaches blind kids. My
Yeah.
aunt, she teaches blind kids.
Wow.
So she got her master's and she teaches blind kids at a few different schools. Younger kids up into the high school level.
Right.
And so she reads and writes Braille and all that stuff. And she wrote Stevie a letter in Braille.
Too
so she's
sick.
going to try to get it to him. So that'll be
That's
really cool
crazy.
too.
Nice,
yeah,
dude.
Super sick. It's going to be fun, man. I'm really excited about
I'm
it. Good
pumped for you.
vibes,
Yeah.
positive vibes,
Oh,
and some
dude.
good summer shit.
yeah, you better go live on your socials. I'll be at work.
Great way
Entertain me.
to start
You know how the
summer
service
off
is
right.
there.
Oh, it's
Not
not good.
good.
It's below not good.
Below not
Yeah.
good. For sure. So
Hey,
yeah,
I
man.
think somebody in the comments actually gave me props for my Phil impression, but not so much my Irish accent.
Oh yeah,
they didn't
Oh,
like
work
yes.
on that
they
shit,
didn't like
dog.
the Irish accent.
Not a fan.
We'll talk about it on YouTube comments.
We'll
I thought it was pretty good, but I guess not.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll definitely have to get into that. All right, so let's Let me fade Stevie down here. Let's get into some serious stuff.
It's hard to fade Stevie. I'm just saying.
Or should I just keep Stevie up during this?
Whatever you think. What's
Depends
next?
on what it is.
Well, we need to talk about 4th of July week.
Oh.
Yeah.
We're going to have to miss some shows.
Possibly, yes. Do you want me to go on why first? Because we knew that you would have something, that you had something going on July 4th.
So, yes.
Which is typically when we record.
I'm going to be out of town, and I'm going to a wedding. So, I'm going to be leaving that morning. There's just no way I can fit it in.
Okay.
So, I'm going to be gone. I'm going to be missing the cast, which on 4th of July, I didn't know if we were going to do a cast anyway, but it doesn't matter.
Right.
So, I'm thinking we're good. Then you're saying we have to miss Monday's cast as well, but you're saying, I thought it was the following Monday. No. You're saying it's the Monday before 4th of July.
Yeah.
So, next week. So, we're here for this show,
yeah,
which is Tuesday's show. We're here for a Friday's show. The show will be dropping this Friday. It'll be fine. But next Monday's show, excuse me, you're saying we got to bump that? We might have to bump that?
We may have to bump that. I'm thinking we might be able to record maybe Sunday evening something if we can work that out with our schedules. I know you've got something, you're jam-packed in the middle of the day and morning. Yeah. But maybe that evening, maybe we can throw together, a quick show or something. But the lady, she's been wanting some quality time with me, right? I thought the cabinets.
Oh, boy.
And the kitchen and the remodel that we were doing, which, by the way, we just got done.
Congrats.
Dude, it looks amazing. You'll have to come by the crib.
Did you do it, or you had people come do it?
We had people do, mount.
You did the demo, but they came in and made everything look nice.
Yeah, and then we had the countertop guys in last week.
So it's officially all done. You guys are out.
There's a little bit of painting and touch up that we need to do, and then the backsplash, which, as you know, backsplash we can take a little while. You know, that's just more of the look,
the aesthetic.
Obviously you don't want to get grease on the walls, but so it does.
Who cares? You're covering it up later anyway.
Yeah, totally. It does serve a purpose, but it's not. You don't have to have it now. Whereas when you didn't have a countertop, when you didn't have a sink, when you didn't have water, dude, you know how shitty it is to have to go to bathrooms and wash your plates.
That's tight.
It's not good.
That sounds fun.
Oh
it's below not good. Or you could go outside. You go use the garden hose. You know what I mean? Or maybe you could use the dog pool that we have in the back. That'd be cool too.
Sounds good. That sounds fun. Yeah, a little redneck action.
No shit. So
we'll drink it from the hose.
So that stress is finally done. So there's a little bit of touch-up paint, backsplash, and then it is for sure done. But we finally cooked our first meal last night, and by we, I meant Robin. I was out in the backyard mowing, because Sunday's my mow day.
I didn't know that. Now I do.
Sunday's my mow day.
Mow day.
Don't mess
Sunday?
with me.
Okay.
So this upcoming Sunday, if we need to do the cast, maybe I can push the mow day. I don't know. We'll have to see. But so we had our first dinner. She made her infamous spaghetti, which I love. So her spaghetti rocks. She makes her own sauce. We just do pasta. She does the zucchini noodles instead of pasta for herself. So she does the zoodles. So we had that last night. Super, super bomb. But I thought what I was getting to was I thought this was enough quality time. I thought we were doing well. And I think we were. She's proud. But she's like, babe, I booked us a trip. I said,
wait, a trip?
Yeah, I said, what? You got us a trip? What are we doing? Where are we going? Hey, who can I invite?
Uh-oh.
She's like, hey, you're not inviting anybody. I said, oh, well, okay. She's like,
wait. She tells you she's been wanting to spend some quality time. Then she says, so I booked us a trip. And your first question
I know
is,
where you're
who
going.
can I invite? If that ain't down. This is, I got to play your theme song here.
Nice.
Because you're Captain Planet today. This is.
He's a hero.
Look at you.
Gonna take the booster down to zero.
Oh,
hell yeah.
You remember this cartoon?
I do not.
Captain Planet. That's who Dow looks like today.
Stringer wasn't born yet.
If you're not watching on YouTube, Dow's got the mullet going hard. And he's got the spike up top, but it's kind of like a flat top up top. And then he's got, my dad used to have a friend named Scott Donlin. That's what you look like. You look like Scott Donlin.
Nice.
That's a Scott Donlin cut. Yeah.
I bet he was tight.
Wicked, dude. He was a Zuba pants wearing, candy eating, drug dealing,
what the
drug
hell?
doing, badass mechanic, bro.
Wow.
He could fix anything. Cars. He worked on my dad's race cars with him. This guy could fix anything. Scott Donlin, good guy. I don't think he's alive anymore. I think he left.
He lived that fast life.
Yes, he did.
For sure.
He did, but that's who you reminded me of right now.
Sick.
Captain Planet, a.k.a. Scott Donlin.
All right, well,
Let
I'm
him
glad.
live on.
I really like it. I like what it's doing. I'm not using a lot of product. It's more of like that dry look.
Yeah.
It's really weird. My hair it's like I got a lot of it, but the coarseness of it is very thin. but there's a lot of it. So it almost looks like not a white man afro because it's not curly or anything, but it's just I don't know. There's no curls. There's no movement to it. It's just
there.
Right there.
Yeah.
You know, it's very Captain Planet-esque.
Okay, so back to the story here.
Yeah.
I had to hit you with your theme song because only you could do that. Oh, you booked us a trip, babe? Cool. You want to spend some time together? Awesome. Who can I invite? Who can I bring? So it's not just me and you.
Yeah. Can we get franchise? Can we get JJ? Can we get Mueller?
What happened to thinking before you speak?
Oh, I don't do that.
Nah.
That's the good thing. Anybody that I'm ever
That's the good thing.
Anybody
How is that a good thing?
Let me explain. The people that are with me, right? Friends, girlfriends, wives, whatever. That's a good thing because they always know where I'm at.
Yeah.
Like I'm never hiding anything.
I guess.
Like they're like, "Oh, Dallas must really
But
want to go to this trip."
there's just certain things you just shouldn't say.
Well, haven't learned that yet.
Here's what I would say to that. I've been the same way. I've said the same things. I've thought the same way as you.
Sure.
But here's what I learned after doing it for a multitude of years, pretty much my whole life.
Yeah.
Not thinking before I speak, saying the first thing that comes to my mind. If it's on the tip of my tongue, I say it.
Yeah.
That has caused me more problems in life. And so I've realized, hey, you've been going through your whole life like this. It hasn't really worked out a ton that way with you. Yeah, it's worked out sometimes. People are like, oh, I appreciate your honesty, your authenticity, whatever.
Right.
But it caused a lot of problems too, because a lot of times you can be like, it's better off just kept to myself.
Society can't.
This ain't the right time to bring that one up. This probably ain't the right time for that. And we were talking about this the other day. I say a lot of shit off the top of my head, but man, I hold a lot back now. I hold a ton back, way more than I ever used to.
Has that
and
hurt
that's
you
with
at all?
everyone, relationships, friends. I don't think it's hurt me
In terms of you.
No, I think it's allowed me to. I think it's just allowed me to think things through clearly. It's allowed me to not just say some shit and be like, well, if you don't like it, that's just me. Fuck you. You know what I mean? Like it's allowed me to not be that guy because that guy's okay.
Yeah.
But that guy can wear you out. You can get worn out on that guy. Like that can be enough of that guy because that guy's never wrong because that guy's just him. He's just being him. He's not looking in the mirror. Yeah. He can't take any, self-criticism. He can't look in and try to get better. That's why I get mad about comments that are just like negativity towards me personally or you personally or the show like a personal thing. And it's like, help us get better, guys. Like, give me an example of what you didn't like. Give me an example of how it can be done better. And then we can talk about it. We can have a discussion. We can have a conversation. Right. But when that conversation isn't even opened and it's just a negative thing from the jump, then it's hard to do that. So that's the same way I'm trying to be with myself. I want to be able to look at myself. I want to be able to, all right, we could probably not say that now. We could probably bring that up later. That's probably good enough. That's probably good not being brought up at all. You know, just different things like that. And it has saved me in the short time that I've made this kind of transition in my mind that I'm going to think before I just say. Sure. And sometimes what I will say is that's in normal life. Here on the show, I don't react the same. I don't sometimes on the show, stuff just comes out. We're live. We're doing a 2-hour show. It's just what it is. You know, you could take.
Shit's going to slip.
Yeah. You're talking on the show. I mean, you could take. We talk so much. I talk so much. You could take 30% of the shit I say and just throw it out because I don't even, people will be like, oh yeah, remember when you said, no, I don't. Shit, I said that? Yeah, I don't know because I'm talking so much. So that's another thing too. When you talk a lot, you need to, it's hard to really hone in on.
Yeah,
exactly. You space what you said.
Everything goes everywhere.
Stuff starts running together. So it's just some stuff that I've been trying to work on there. So a little bit of that. I know you're not. You're going very authentic. You're going all the way. Yeah. So, and to each their own, but I've been living like you. That wasn't new to me. I've been doing that my whole life. And I think it's been good in situations, but it's also been very bad in situations for me. Sure. So if I can avoid those bad situations,
I'd like to do that.
Yeah, I'd like to do that. That's all. That's
for sure. It does make things a little troublesome at home, but Robin kind of understands kind of where I'm coming from and what I mean. She knows that instead of bringing everybody, I'm just trying to make sure that everybody's having a good time. I want everybody to feel good, and that's what it is. It's not like I want to replace you with them or with somebody else. It's not about that. I just want
you just like being around a group of people.
I like groups because I'm better in groups. Exactly. I can entertain better, and I feel like I can facilitate things in ways that help everybody. But instead, Robin sees it as taken away from her, and I can see that as well sometimes because I do like to be the life, just like you. Yeah, we're the life of the party. We are the energy. Right. We bring it. People want to follow us. People want to be us, and Robin just wants to be held. Right. Robin just wants to be affirmed and say, babe, What do you want to do? You hungry? What
Right.
you need, girl? You know? And I'm like, hey guys, where are we going to go?
Right.
You trying to gamble? What are we doing? You know? And it's not always good, but I don't know, man. For me, what I'm starting to understand and a lot of shitty relationships in the past, that I still have to get over. And one of these days, hopefully I will. Robin still suffers from it, unfortunately. And I'm not too proud to admit that. That's the reality. That being said, you can't always be that guy that is uncomfortable with just your partner.
Right.
Because that's been so uncomfortable in the past with some of those relationships. And I'm trying to really push through that.
It ruins the relationship.
It does. And it's hard to sit in the shit though. It's just hard to sit in there, that uncomfortable feeling, that cold feelings that you guys have. And you almost looking at each other like,
Why are we doing this?
And what do you say? How are you? What do you think? What are you doing? Like this weird shit. And it's like, I don't know, but and I wouldn't say Robin and I are that bad, but there's times where it's hard for me to trust my partner. Not all the time. And that's just because the bad experiences that I've had in the past. So it's like, well, if I just ingrain myself into sports, if I just get lost in this, if I just get lost in, this activity, I don't have to kind of deal with that. And
Just
again, it's nothing against
suppresses it.
Robin. It's just, it just kind of puts a Band-Aid on a bad situation
wound.
where I'd never have to work through it. Now we worked through some of that with counseling, that kind of stuff, but you still have to do these activities that put you in those places to be able to work through them. And sometimes that's hard to get because that's a negative thing. That's a negative place to go. So it's like the last thing I want to do is have this negative conversation to get in there and work through this issue via activities to make yourself better. So it's really weird how it all works. But for me, we'll see how this trip goes.
So when she said that, let's go back. Did you say when you said that, hey, all right, cool, who can I bring? What was her response? Or how did it go from there? Was she mad? Was she like, Dallas, what the hell?
She gave me the side eye.
Yes.
And said, don't you dare.
Oh, that's it? That's pretty good.
Don't you dare.
I'm feeling good about that.
Don't even. And,
I like it.
And at that point, I knew, I was like, oh yeah, hey, this is for us. I'm all in.
Nice.
Let's go.
That's perfect.
I said, where are we going? So we're actually staying at the Mirage. I've never stayed at the Mirage. I've stayed, dude, TI. I've stayed Aria. I've stayed Mandalay. The best, biggest, coolest place. I've been so many times, right? Never stayed at the old school Mirage.
Nice. That'll be cool.
It's great.
I hear it's great. I've never stayed there either. I've just
You haven't stayed there either?
Vegas Vacation.
Usually we
stayed there.
Yeah, usually we go to Caesars.
Oh, Caesars is the
I stayed at
spot.
Caesars a lot.
Caesars, MGM Grand is good.
Yeah. I stayed at Harrah's the other day, or the last time I went with Mueller,
Dude.
and it was just right across from Mirage.
Not bad, dude.
It was not bad.
Not bad. And you know what else is not bad? The Link, man. I thought the Link was cool.
I've never stayed there.
The Link used to be called Imperial Palace.
Ah.
It was right across from Caesars as well. And that used to be the lick because you could stay at Imperial Palace for about $38 a night.
Wow.
And it was right on the strip. Now,
What was this? 78?
this was 1979, actually.
Okay.
No, my
No smashing pumpkins.
I was out there. Me and my uncle were chain smoking cools, and no, I'm
Nice.
just kidding. This is like early 2000s, bro. This is like 05, 6, 7, 8. I think it got torn down in maybe 12. Imperial Palace, and they remodeled it and made it the Link.
Are you sure you're not talking about the Polo Club?
No. What do you?
Do you remember the Polo Club?
No. What is that?
The Polo Club is right by. Oh shit! What was that? What was that white? Monte Carlo. The Polo Club was just. I don't know my directions in Vegas, but just to the left
Of Monte Carlo?
of Monte Carlo.
Excalibur?
And just kind of a hidden place in there. Yeah, called the Polo Club, I believe. And you could do like 30 a night.
No shit.
But you're right on the strip.
That's
you're
exactly
just
how
kinda
Imperial
hidden.
was.
Huh.
It was tucked back behind there.
And as we know, that's a great location, like a great area.
It wasn't. That's the thing. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Back in about 2010,
In
2012.
1979, it wasn't.
2010. Let's just call it 2010. Back in about 2008, 9, 10.
Yeah.
It was not the locale it is now. Let's just say that.
Gotcha.
It was like a little off the strip dive. You had to go back in. There was like a little driveway. You went in. It was a smoke-filled, crappy casino, but the beds were good. The shower and the water pressure was really good, and it was $38 a night, and you were right across the street from Caesars on the strip. Couldn't beat it. It was just it was the lick, dude. Like it was just if you knew kind of spot. Well, then all of a sudden they got bought. They shut it down. They renovated it. They gutted the whole thing and they made it into the Link.
Gotcha.
That's what inspired And that the link was part of that whole renovation project that created that new Broadway, that new walkway.
Sick.
That you walk all the way down to the Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
The high roller.
Yeah.
So where there's an In-N-Out Burger and there's that Joss. Oh, dude, if you do not try Joss Sushi Burrito this time,
I don't do sushi.
don't come back. You have to try it. You have to just try it. Joss Sushi Burrito. Just get the regular California burrito, dude. Just like the basic regular shit.
I just got to move to Vegas then because I'm not trying that shit.
Why?
I don't eat sushi. I don't even like California rolls. Like, why don't I go spend my money into something that I'd really, really enjoy? Maybe like In-N-Out. Maybe like, I don't know.
You don't know that you wouldn't really, really enjoy
I don't like sushi.
It's not really, it's a sushi burrito. It's hard to explain. It's not really.
Yeah. You
know what? Don't go with there because you're going to go with me. I'm going to make you get it. I'm just going to order you the thing. I'm going to be like, hey, Dal, just have some of this.
I'd rather go to
And you're going to take a couple bites and you're like, oh, this is fire. What the hell is this? I'm like, this is that Joss Sushi Burrito I was telling you about 6 months ago. I just got you one. I put it in a McDonald's breakfast burrito wrapper. Here you go.
Put it in a Chipotle wrapper at least.
Chipotle wrapper.
Because I would rather have Chipotle.
Per wrapper the wrapper.
It makes more
Whatever
sense.
you want, dog.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Whatever you want.
You know what? I'm going to kick that thing like a football is what I'm going to do.
No, you're not. You're going to take a bite. You're going to be like, oh, this is great. What is this?
Yeah, right.
Gotta have.
I
Open
promise
mind.
you, dude. I promise
Go
you.
in
Yeah, it's
and grab
not,
one.
dude. It's if I'm trying to buy it and franchise it out here, do you think it's? Don't you think that's serious?
I'm just going to help you run the business. That's all I want to do. I don't want the damn burritos.
You just want all the back end work.
Yeah, just give me the work to do. I'm going to punt the sushi burritos.
Jeez.
All right, never mind. Never
Okay?
mind. I'm gonna have
That's
to.
all I'm going to say.
Dude, I'm not a
Tell her-
huge fan of fish, but once I tried sushi, it was like
He said
Game
you've tried sushi. You've tried like just regular California rolls and stuff like that.
No,
or what have you tried?
have you
I've
tried
tried
quality
sushi.
sushi?
Sashimi, I've tried it all.
See,
I'm just not a fan.
No,
Like,
no, that's the thing. I haven't even tried any of the
I don't-
crazy stuff.
I don't-
I've just tried the California, the Vegas, the real
yeah,
basic stuff.
My thing is like, why go get something to try and to know that there's so many other things out there that you would like, that you could do, that you could get, that you could eat. There is a thing, we call it filling up the love tank. But why?
That's amazing to me because you guys go try all these really bougie, expensive restaurants all the time,
And I'm
they may
okay
not
with
be any
that.
good.
Like, I'm a veggie connoisseur now. That's never been Dallas's MO. But there's lines I don't
Okay,
want
so
to cross.
you tried it and you
Yeah.
liked it,
Yeah.
so you're in it.
But I've tried sushi. I've went to sushi. I will not go with Robin anymore. I just don't have a good time there. It's not what I want to do.
I don't have a good time. You sound like the guy with the little hats coming by your table bugging you.
Guy,
I just don't have a good time there. The
I just-
fortunes aren't
yeah.
good. I'm not inspired. I don't feel good.
don't give me any balloon animals. Nothing. I don't have a good time. I don't want to do
That's
it.
so funny.
Okay.
All right.
So
all right,
I don't like it. But now Robin's not. I'm going to tell her not to listen to this dumb cast now because you fools are like.
All I wanted you to do was try a sushi burrito, even if she just gets one, because I know she'll really, really love it. Just even if you just take a bite and be like, dude, I had a bite of that sushi burrito. It was cool. It was terrible. It was a lot better than I thought. Thank you for telling me to try it.
Come
One of the
on,
three
it
answers. That's
isn't
all I
that
wanted.
much.
A, B, or C. You take a bite or 2 bites. The teriyaki they put in it. As long as she just gets something simple. She just gets, like they said,
She already has your number, franchise.
yeah.
I'm going to give her your number, JJ, so you guys can just all go get weird and have sushi together because I think you guys would really enjoy it.
What do you mean?
I'm going to watch the dog. I'm going to do dog duty.
I've never even tried all the crazy stuff you're saying. Sashimi?
Sashimi, which is the actual
Right.
raw.
I've never tried
Yeah.
it. I've never been in that.
Oh,
deep.
yeah.
I've just do the basic bitch shit, and it's great. It's fine. That's why I like the sushi burritos. Just basic bitch American.
But why-
Americanized sushi? Dog.
But why do you go somewhere where it's just fine? Why don't you go somewhere?
Anywhere, it's just fine. That's why I wanted to bring the shit
It's
to
about
Denver. I
new
told you it was
experiences,
incredible.
man.
But you actually like it. That's
Oh, yeah,
the thing.
yeah, that's what I'm
I'm
saying. I
going to
said it was
go
incredible.
and I'm going to say it's just fine. That's just like when the lady says, "What do you want to go do tonight?" And you're like, I don't know. I'm going to deflect, right? I don't know. What do you want to do? Or I'm going to give the answer.
Look
how
at
you,
it this
how you
way.
feeling, babe?
You try something new.
Here's what I would say.
Hey, babe, how you feeling? I'm just fine.
No,
I don't want to go to a restaurant and think it's just fine. I'm not going to spend good money.
I understand
on
that.
Just
That's
fine.
why I'm not telling you to go try sushi. You've already tried sushi.
Yeah.
Don't do that. That doesn't make any sense. I'm not telling you that. I'm telling you to go try this sushi burrito. I'm telling you.
But what is this?
It's a different thing. I can't explain it to you, guy.
How's it a different
You got to
thing?
go up to Ja, say, "Is the rule here?"
Is it
he'll,
rice?
He'll walk out. He'll say, "The rule, baby." And you tell him you
Rule,
want
baby.
And you tell him you want the basic bitch sushi burrito. dude, I can't explain it to you. It's something you have to try. That's why I'm telling you it's different. Just try something different. I'm telling you right now, when I go to eat sushi, I'm not Mr. like, oh yeah, let's go eat sushi. I'm pumped. I'm like you. I'm like, it's cool. You know, when I eat sushi, when I go to a place and they offer it and I'm not that hungry, or if I just worked out or I just went for a run, I'm like, I want light tonight. So I want light. If I want to eat light, I do sushi or I do a salad. Just really easy, really light. I'm not doing it for this is the greatest thing I've ever eaten. This is the greatest meal. It's more for a purpose. Like I don't need to really have that heavy. This is good for me. So I'm gonna throw this down tonight. You know, it's kind of one of those things. It's more like and so then with the sushi burrito, that's where I was like, whoa, this is next level. This is like game changing. This is incredible. This is an incredible product. Denver needs this. We need to bring this here. Ja Sushi Burrito needs to come here. That's why I was like, because it blew me away.
Yeah.
I wasn't telling you, hey man, go try this sushi place. It'll blow you away. You've been to a sushi place.
So what'd you get in the burrito? You
is
get
this-
rice.
I'd have to look at the menu.
You get seaweed. You probably get crab, correct?
Let me see. I'm gonna look up the.
Is this an actual burrito though?
Yes, it is.
And
So it's
see-
not like a giant sushi roll.
No.
It's an actual
No,
burrito.
yeah, it's a sushi burrito. That's why this is so dope, especially for
Okay.
Vegas, because you get it and it's in like a Chipotle thing, and you can just walk around and you just eat the shit. Once I had it.
Okay.
I got it. I think I got it on.
Because I was visualizing like a giant sushi roll
No.
or something that was like all
Nope.
wrapped up in seaweed and rice.
No,
But-
it's an actual burrito, and you can get it either in a. You can. Here's the thing about it. You can get it in a tortilla, or you can get it wrapped in seaweed.
Oh fuck!
So you can get the whole thing in however you want it. I just got a tortilla. I just got some standard shit. So,
So what was in it?
I'm looking right now.
So it's
I'm
like
looking
a
on
fish taco or a fish burrito almost.
kind of.
Yep.
Yeah, but
and I wouldn't get one of those
in a-
either.
in a-
I've been to
let me
Del
see.
Taco many times. I've been to Wahoo's many times. I don't get fish tacos
it's
because
not
it's
really-
fish.
You need to go to a good fish taco place.
You have to like fish first.
I don't like fish that much, but like when you get all those ingredients together, it tastes so good.
I think he's got. It's something. It's a more of a mental block.
I think you guys are fishy. That's what I think.
Because if he's like, if you know,
Dude,
I don't
literally,
know.
you just have to have it like. You have to have good fish that's cooked well.
I agree. Robin and I are pretty bougie. We
All right,
go
I got
to a
the
lot of
Laguna.
great
Like,
places.
I got the
Literally,
Laguna, so it's shrimp tempura. It's just
Okay.
tempura shrimp in there.
Yeah.
With a teriyaki sauce, romaine lettuce, cucumber, wonton strips, guacamole, and then masago and furiyaki. I don't know what the hell those are.
See,
but,
I'd probably eat that.
and avocado.
But the biggest problem with that is the shrimp. So why don't I go next door to Chipotle and substitute all of those things that
So you don't like shrimp.
yeah, why wouldn't I just go across the street
get
to
some
Chipotle
salmon.
and make that steak or make that
This
chicken?
is just something. It's something. It's sushi and a burrito. It's something that you haven't had.
Maybe I'll try it, but I feel like it's going to be a waste of money. So that being said, I'll have Robin pay
That's
for
why
it.
I said no. You
I'll
just
have Robin pay for it and,
have
and
her
I'll
get
try
it.
it.
Have
Yeah,
her order one.
exactly.
Have her. You take a bite, and I don't know what she's gonna get, and I can't explain. I can't tell you every one of them are great either, because I've only had the one I got was fire the very first time, and I got it the next 3 days.
That's all you
Exact
need.
same thing, and then I never tried anything else.
Do you think that place would be bougie enough for Robin? Do
Uh,
you think she would try that? I mean, probably.
I
right?
think if you guys are like, if she comes to you and she's like, Dallas, I am just starving.
Yeah.
We need food.
I got the
now.
place.
I got the place.
I got
I
the
can go to
place.
In-N-Out across the street. You can get the sushi burrito right there.
Exactly.
Win-win. They're literally right across from each other, dog. It's right across from In-N-Out.
Nice.
Uh,
And there's a chocolate store.
Yep.
Not the Lindor, but the what's that chocolate place?
I know exactly
So
what
then
you're
we'll hit
talking
the
about.
chocolate place too.
Yeah, you can go all those. You
Okay.
can go do whatever. And that's just like a quick, like, hey, we don't want to sit down. We just want to grab a quick lunch and continue to go
Okay.
on our
Yeah,
way.
man.
That's like that kind of place. Then you can take a bite of it. You can tell me it's terrible or it was better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
I only got the Laguna, so
Okay.
I don't know about anything else. Again, I'm making that clear.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't want you to be like, I tried that place, man. You know what? Spit it out in her face, dude. Spit it out right in her face. It was disgusting, man.
Never
Stepped
do it
on
again. Never again.
Literally threw it down, kicked it at the Ferris wheel, man. It was awful.
Yeah.
Robin's all pissed at me. Wasted half of our day over that thing.
Yeah.
I don't want any of that going on.
All right. Cool.
So I just want to bring one to Denver. Okay, so you're going to Vegas.
Going to Vegas.
So we might have to miss the cast.
Might have to miss the cast.
How long are you gone for?
I think only for 3 days. We have somebody come into the crib to watch the pup, all that good stuff.
So you leave Sunday or Monday?
That's what I don't know yet. If
Oh,
we
'cause we gotta
leave,
try to-
if we
okay.
leave Monday, I think we could probably get a cast. Maybe, maybe it's not the full 2 hours, but maybe we can do a cast on Sunday evening or something. Let's see.
Ooh, it sounds like a.
I know you're out of town coming back Sunday, but we don't know what time you're coming back. So
that's going to be a late-ass cast.
We've got a lot of variables here.
late ass cast.
Late ass cast. The good news is if we do the cast that way, JJ has some extra time to edit. So he's not like up till 4 a.m. that night. You know what I mean?
Well,
That is
would we
good
want to
news.
release it early, though? Or because, like, depending on what you guys talk about, I feel like the sooner the better. So I feel like we would want to release it on Monday, though.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
We got
It
some
all
logistics.
depends on the topics, I guess, that are got brought up in
Yeah.
the cast.
For sure. Well, we'll see if we can do it. But we may have to push the second cast
All right.
next week. Little light work for sure.
Holiday week.
Holiday week.
On holiday.
Yeah, some Green Day.
Yeah. Phil Mickelson's Fireside Chat.
Yes.
Let's get this going here.
Ready.
Let me play you this from Instagram. It's pretty cool. I think this is a new series he's doing. I guess on his Instagram account. He's just letting you know some stories from behind the scenes.
Yeah.
On golf, or on the greens, or whatever's been going on with him. So check this out. Here's the newest one on his Instagram.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first edition of Fireside with Phil, where I share with you some stories that have taken place throughout my career that I think you might find interesting. My first story took place during the Memorial Tournament back in 2006 or so. Our second round was interrupted by weather and darkness, and we had to reconvene the next morning at around 7 in the morning. I'm on the 6th hole, and the tour official is cutting a new hole, but we haven't finished our round yet. We have to play to the same hole location. So I raise my hand and say, "Hey, we're not done." And the rules official raises his hand, acknowledges that he heard me, but continues to cut a new hole. So I walk further up and I say, "Hey, we're not done." And again, he puts his hand up to acknowledge he hears me, but continues to cut a new hole. So finally, I walk right up close to the edge green, just on the other side of a lake, and I said, "We're not done." He stands up in disgust and puts his hands on his hips and says, "Someone took a dump in the cup." Very well, then, carry on.
That's it.
Hello, everyone.
That's
and
it.
Welcome to the first edition.
That's the first Fireside with Phil there.
Very well.
Very well. How funny is that, dude? Someone took a dump in the cup. so he just had to. So they had to cut the thing out.
Yeah.
Phil was getting impatient.
Yeah. They had to cut a new cup because a dump in the previous cup.
Exactly.
Damn.
How tight is that?
That is tight. That's a
it's
cool little memory. You know what I like about Phil so much is I can relate to him in a lot of different ways. Obviously, this story being one. I've never taken a dump in the cup, but I think that's funny. I can relate.
Have you been playing at a course where someone's dumped in the cup?
I have not, but dump humor is always funny to me. So that's why I can relate. That being said, why I can relate to Phil so much as a golfer myself. I'm not pro. I'm not even that great. I'm pretty much a bogey golfer. I'm pretty much just a bogey golfer, so I can't really relate to him because he's pro. But Phil, his golf game, Phil always plays out of the shit. He somehow gets himself into the worst conditions, but finds a way out. And I can relate to that because I'll get in the shit all the time, you know, the traps, the rough, whatever it is. And, you know, we as amateurs just learn how to play out of the shit.
Yeah.
And Phil is the quintessential pro that plays out of the shit, gets himself in the worst dramatic conditions. And like somehow gets a par, maybe even gets a birdie, but it just makes golf worth watching because you're like, how did he do that? And I can relate. I'm like, God, I was just in that shit yesterday when I played. So I love Phil, man. Phil's tight. Did you hear his calves went viral?
No.
A few weeks back.
No.
He's got some meaty calves. or
Yeah,
something?
dude. This
Meaty
I
calves.
forget
Oh
I
my
forget which tournament it was this year, but it was earlier in the year. And as you know, shorts are obviously not allowed during
You
tournaments.
think they're going to change that, by the way?
Dude, they've talked about that.
I know
they've talked about that for 30 plus years.
I don't
But
understand.
it's just a gentleman's game, and that's just not what they want to do. But again, progressive thinking, progressive movements, I could see them maybe. But your old school heads are like, absolutely not. Do not do
Right.
it. We do not want to do that. So I think I don't see it happening anytime soon, but, you know, maybe eventually. But that being said, so before the tournament started, and again, it was a tournament this year, I forget which one, he was out on the range like a Tuesday or Wednesday, right? Because tournament's always Thursday through Sunday. And he was out there hitting on the range, and he actually had a pair of shorts on. This guy has some of the biggest, meatiest calves
No,
that I have ever seen.
Please.
Have you seen these calves?
No, you don't have to say the biggest, meatiest calves. That sounds...
He's like a bodybuilder, but he's not, right? But he's got these bodybuilding calves that are just absolutely...
There's too many dudes in the world who have small calves. So if someone has some big calves, that's like an achievement in
These are
life. Like
stunning.
you have one.
These are stunning.
These are stunning. You know, most guys...
You have freaking one.
Yeah, most guys skip leg days. So it's great to see a guy that has no build to his top half. He is literally just about as spongy as sponge cake.
Well, some, they call him lefty. Some have even just called him hefty.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone just refer to him as hefty now.
Yeah.
But he's got these calves.
Southpaw hefty.
So yeah, but not his calves.
But his calves are just...
That's maybe what he does. That's all he's doing is raises. Stepping in the gym, just doing raises.
Maybe
dog.
that's all.
You see him with a 100-pound squat bar. He's just not squatting at all. He's just doing raises.
Just doing calf raises.
That's it, dude.
This guy's got exceptional calves. Look it up, everybody. You'd be blown away. So good for him.
Funny.
But
Yeah.
I like Phil. I can relate to Phil. He's tight.
I enjoy him too. He's a gambler, so I always like that.
Oh, he is a gambler.
Yep, he's a gambling man. So I always like that. I like Phil. And as he gets older and older too, he's starting to get just funnier and funnier, more messing with the people, more this kind of stuff.
He's losing his marbles.
I like
a little bit.
Well, I like it.
I like where he's going.
Yeah, I'm gonna rock with that. Let's jump into the some music combo, man. Obviously, the BET Awards were last night. I don't have BET, so I didn't get to catch it.
Same.
So we had to kind of do a little bit of just kind of looking everything up after the fact.
Mm-hmm.
The things that really stood out to you during the show,
okay,
you told me were the Lil Nas X performance and then the tribute to Nipsey Hussle. Let's talk about the Lil Nas X performance first.
Yeah. So you obviously saw it as well. I mean, I think it was a cool. The stage was set up pretty cool. As
like an old Western
saloon, which is really really cool. What also I liked was the versatility of background dancers. I don't know if you noticed that, but they had skinny ones, they had middle-sized women, and then they had some thicker women. So I thought that was pretty cool because in a time where we try to accept more people and, whether it's religious views, whether it's look and feel, and we're actually going to talk about Halsey, I think, next. But what I liked about this performance was the backdrop was cool. I enjoyed the background dancers and the versatility of having just a bunch of different women being shown off, which I thought was great. But that being said, I would have never guessed you would ever in my lifetime see Billy Ray Cyrus
at the BET
performing at the BET Awards. So, I wish he still had the mullet because then I could relate even more. But it was just shocking to see Billy Ray, and it also just kind of let me know the progression of music.
Things are changing.
And I can let you talk about that, but the little Nas X song is just multi-genre capable. And I just can't think of any songs that have really broke through and related to just any genre. I can't think of a song that comes to me that just really has broke out multi-genre quite like this song. So you're seeing Billy Ray at BET, which is crazy. You're seeing a bunch of different look and feels of women being represented, which I thought was beautiful. The saloon, the backdrop, Lil Nas X live, his voice is a little up and down.
Yeah.
That being said, but I like the performance for a lot of different reasons. And again, just having that cross genre song, I think again, it's just something you just don't think you're going to see at the BET Awards, and it was cool to represent. That's where I'm at with it.
I think I agree with you. I don't know, dude, this song it's a monster.
Right.
And that's exactly why they haven't really come out with a single or a follow-up or anything else, because once you do that,
end his career.
Yeah.
This is dead. I mean, it's hard to do, and you got to ride it as long as you can with any of those big hits, any of that like Gangnam Style or any of that stuff, any of those crossover hits that just span generations, dude. They go from every old person knows it, down to every elementary school kid knows it. They know all the words, they know the music, there's a dance, it's every facet and every aspect. I mean, it crosses men, women, all races, all ages, and that's this record. And you don't want to do anything to mess with that momentum. You kind of want to let it die out organically. So I think they're doing a really good job of just riding it till you can't no more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
no doubt.
If you will.
I was actually surprised to see, because this song's been out for a little while, right? And I think as humans evolve very rapidly, right? And we get tired of things very quickly.
Yeah, right.
And I think there's a lot of people that are pretty tired of this song. Yeah. But what I love about the BET
when people hear a new song, it's like I have to listen to this 5 times
and they just ruin it, right? For themselves and for everybody else. But what I found interesting was, the BET does a good job. Most award shows, do a good job of this, but they panned out to the crowd a lot and then zoom in on certain celebrities. They were still eating this up. So I was kind of impressed to see that, even as old quotations, right, as this song has been and is and almost played out to some people would say, people are still into it, man. It's just hard. It's a very catchy song. It's hard to get out of your head. It's hard not to sing along with it. So it's still alive.
Well, let me tell you, go ahead.
So as you know, like, this is his best song yet. We don't know how he's going to come up with the next one. If the next one does bomb, do you think he'll be able to recover enough to get to where he's at currently? Or do you think he's literally hit his peak musically?
I think it's going to be so hard to match the success of this record. It's just, it's the biggest crossover hit we've seen in years.
Do you think, even though if he does take a hit, do you think he will continue just being able to make some good music to kind of stand out, I guess?
I don't.
Or is this just the end of his
career?
It's
hard to answer that without knowing what his lane's going to be. Is he staying in the country roping rap lane, or is he moving into trying to be a regular rapper? Is he just doing pop music? It's kind of like that dude, like I said, the Gangnam Style guy, like that Psy dude or whatever. That was a huge hit. I mean, the song annoyed the shit out of me from the jump, but I think it did a lot of people. But for some reason, that was a huge hit too. Similar, it crossed all these genres and it had a weird dance and all this stuff, but. This feels bigger in my opinion, but I'm just trying to find something to compare it to.
Sure.
That guy, they even tried so hard they waited forever and they built up the anticipation of his next single and then it dropped and it just
dive bomb.
Yeah, it did.
Just like
Yeah,
that's what I'm kind of thinking, like it's going to be impossible. Like,
that's what I feel. Yeah, like. I don't know how you match that. I don't know.
I was just kind of wondering if
I think they know that.
Like build himself up again after taking such a hard blow.
Yeah. I think if it were I and I was in his position, and again, I'm not an artist. That's not what I do necessarily, but for me, I don't know if I would sell out, but I would try to do a lot of features, or be featured, with the likes of Rihanna. I think that would be great right now because Rihanna, we're still waiting.
She's just focusing on her clothing.
I know, and we're still waiting for a new album.
Isn't she a billionaire now too?
Possibly, but we're still waiting for Rihanna's new one. So if you get a feature with her, all of a sudden you're mixing and you're doing things with these big mainstream artists that have obviously lived the time and kind of know what this looks like and have a bunch of writers writing for them. I think that would kind of be where my lane is try to collaborate with these artists that you're going to get plays, you're going to get heard, and there's going to be that want that is already created based off of whatever they release.
So you could kind of like level out so you could release your own shit.
Yeah, well, or to stay relevant. I think to stay relevant, I don't know that he can match something like Old Town Road. I think it's nearly impossible. We all hear about the sophomore slump. It is real. Yeah. And it's real with just regular, really great artists. And Lil Nas X that comes out of nowhere, I don't know that he has, a lot.
Firepower.
Yeah, firepower going here into the future. But I think if he stays with, very relevant artists and does some features, things of that nature, I think would keep him relevant.
So the lesson is network, people.
I don't know. I guess. So.
Yeah, it's going to be tough, dude. But I think here's the more curious thing. What do you guys know about Young Keo, the kid that produced the beat? You guys know anything about this kid?
I know nothing about him.
All right, let me school you really quick. Now, also just to let you know, Old Town Road broke the streaming record for a week in America. 143 million streams. Do you know who held the previous record? Do you have any guess?
The previous record.
Madonna or
no, I would guess like
it's a newer artist. Obviously, streaming's new.
Yeah.
Think the guy that's just crushed everything the past decade. He's had more hits than anybody. He's been on the charts more than anybody. He's been on the radio more than anybody. He's crushed everything.
See what I was going to say? I was actually going to say Sam Smith.
No,
but I would be wrong on that.
Is it that one young?
He's like you don't even have to finish, JJ. Drake, guys.
Ah, Drake.
Oh, really?
Drake. 116 million for In My Feelings. That was the streaming record.
Is that the Kiki?
I guess God's Plan was
Kiki,
pretty huge,
Do You Love Me?
Do you love me?
Are you riding?
I should have thought that. Damn.
Is that In My Feelings?
What?
Is that In My Feelings?
I'm not too sure.
I don't know.
That's bad that none of us know.
I don't know Drake.
Yeah, I don't listen to him. Like,
you
nothing
listen
against
to
him.
Come on.
I just know Drake.
In my-
I just know Drake celebrated after the Raptors win like he just played the game.
Yeah,
And I thought that was sweet.
Did you see the
Oh, it is.
Photoshop photo of
It
him
is.
being Michael Jordan with the trophy? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the Photoshop, that was tight.
All right.
It is Kiki,
It
right?
is that one. All
I
right.
love it.
So, but anyway, let me.
What about Hotline Bling? How did that one do? That one had to do pretty well.
I don't know. I don't have the charts. I don't have the charts like pulled up. But what I want to say is, this guy Young Keo, that produced this. He's a 19-year-old from, or he was born in the Netherlands. Dude, he started making beats mid 2016 when he got FL Studio. He said he became pretty good pretty fast.
Fruity Loop.
Started selling beats for $20 each on YouTube, selling a lease to the beat. So this is how I used to sell beats in college as well. So for anyone that's not educated, let me put you guys up on game. So when you're a producer and you start selling beats, I used to use a thing called SoundClick back in the day. Not SoundCloud, SoundClick. I don't even know if SoundClick's still around, man. This is a long time ago, 06. So this is the same way I started making beats or making money selling beats. I would sell to cats locally, but I would also sell to cats on the internet. And basically what you would do is you'd make a beat, you'd put it up on your beat store. For him, he just put it up on YouTube. You'll put a lease option and you'll put a exclusive option. So if they pay for the beat exclusively, they pay me $200. I'll sell them the beat exclusive. It's their beat.
They
I
can do
won't
whatever.
I won't
Buy the
sell it to anyone
license.
again. If they lease it, it's like they're licensing it. They're paying me $20. I can sell as many of those $20 leases to anyone else as I want. But if they want to buy it exclusively, they can, but they don't have exclusive rights to that song for $20. They can use it on a mixtape. They can use it for whatever. But if anything goes big, I still have all the rights to the beat.
Right.
Makes sense? And I
Sure.
can also still sell it to other people if I want to.
What about royalties in that? Are there royalty issues with either or? I mean,
If that's why it's more for mixtape shit.
Gotcha.
Because if you put out an album, put out something on iTunes and something goes big, I still own the rights to that.
Gotcha.
So technically I could come back at you with contracts.
Sure.
But so that's how I would do my beats. And this gentleman did something similar. He was just putting his beats on YouTube for $20 a piece. And he would just put an email in the description. They'd email him and he'd send him the beat. So he was just kind of doing a little hustle there. He said he didn't have any money at the time, so he saved up his lease money until he got $180 to buy a BeatStars membership. BeatStars is like the modern day SoundClick, it sounds like.
Okay.
BeatStars is like a thing where you can go on there, buy beats, meet other producers. It's like its own social media for producers. You can follow producers, follow people, get notifications when they drop new beats.
$180 to get in though?
$180
Jeez.
for the year.
Oh,
So that's what the price
okay.
is to have a year's worth of membership on BeatStars.
Okay.
So he said he bought the BeatStars joint. Dude, what do you know about this? And I'm reading this article on Forbes about this kid. Okay. I was reading this yesterday and it just intrigued me because did you know there was the Old Town Road features a sample? I didn't know I figured maybe the guitar was sampled from somewhere, but do you know who he sampled? This kid, 19 years old, young Keo from the Netherlands born. You know who he sampled?
No.
That guitar at the beginning. I think that's where it's at. I don't even know. I pulled it up right here. Dude, 9 Inch Nails.
Really?
Trent Reznor. This joint right here. Look at. There it is, dude. This is the 9 Inch Nails track. It's called Ghosts 4-34.
Huh.
There it is. That's the sample, bud.
Crazy.
9 Inch Mother Nails.
Wow.
Are you kidding me right now?
The Trent Reznor special.
Literally just added 808s dropped in over this.
Does 9 Inch Nails get money for this?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Trent's getting paid off that song for sure. Because he had to clear this sample. This couldn't have been huge without Trent Reznor saying, I'm going to let
Signing
this
off.
be huge.
Totally.
Or whoever owns it. I don't even know if Trent owns it. Maybe it's Jimmy Iovine and Interscope.
Yeah, maybe
it's those
it's
guys
Interscope
that
that still
sample.
owns it. Yeah.
Somebody had to clear this sample.
Yeah.
Dude, What's crazy about this? We're a minute and 2 into the song, and there has not been one lyric.
Do you think if Trent doesn't, yeah,
Dude, I'm so blown away right now. I
check
didn't
this
listen
out.
to this.
Do you think if Trent doesn't own this, do you think he's going on a downward spiral right now?
Ooh, nice one. Nice one, Dal. I'll give you the applause.
Thanks, man.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
I mean,
Didn't take long.
good one. Oh, then it goes into this. Sounds like a 4-year-old playing a piano.
Are there any lyrics to this song? Or is
I have
it
no
just
idea, dude. Look up 9 Inch Nails Ghosts 4-34.
Wow, that's crazy.
See if there's any lyrics to that. I don't even know that was a song. How cool is that, though, dude? That's where the sample came from. So he sampled that joint. And then he said the person asked him, the song took off very quickly. So how did the business side work out? Sometimes with a beat to a popular song that was leased online, the producer doesn't always get compensated properly in the long run. Were you worried that you weren't going to get proper compensation or that you were going to miss out on your share? He said Lil Nas X purchased the most basic beat lease. So contractually, he could only sell 3,000 copies and would have to extend the agreement if he wanted to sell more copies. So that's the terms he had in his lease. I didn't have my contracts that tight at the time. I had some figures, but I couldn't even tell you what they were. It was more for it just said mixtape shit. If you wanted to put shit on iTunes or albums, you had to purchase a full exclusive rights to the beat. That was kind of my stuff. So this, hold up, let me finish this. He said, I found the song only 10 days after it dropped. So I contacted him and was like, yo, I like the song. Send me the cover art. I want to promote it. We had a good relationship. The song started doing better, and I recognized that it already sold more copies than it should have from the BeatStars lease. We were really close, though, so he also told me, yo, bro, if this ever gets big, you're coming with me. When the song started getting big, he said, since we only have lease agreements, we need another one because it's a whole new situation. He came up with another agreement. I got my team, he got his team, and we figured it all out. And right now, everything is perfect.
Wow.
How cool, dude.
Good.
2 young cats, both getting money, a ton of money.
Yeah.
Working together. Their first shot at stardom, both of them. And neither of them are cutting each other's heads off or getting real. That's super sick.
And now
not only that, their teams behind them aren't going at each other's throats because that's usually it's the agents and all the bullshit once that gets involved. So I love that. I love to hear that shit, man.
That's cool.
No doubt. I love to hear that. What were you going to say? Sorry.
And this, apparently the song is instrumental. So there are no lyrics.
So wow.
Which Trent does a lot of that.
Yeah, so he just straight sampled that joint. I wonder when that song was originally released.
36 freaking songs on this album. What the hell?
Wow. When was it released? Does it say?
2008.
Interesting, dude.
Ghosts 1
Look at your boy X.
36.
Look at your boy Lil Nas X. Found this guy. Dude, how crazy is... Here's what I wonder. If Lil Nas X had this song written and was like, all right, I need to find me a
beat.
Yeah, and dude, this is the beat is fire. The beat is the thing that makes the song realistically.
Right.
I mean, once the chorus is good
too.
Yeah, obviously Billy Ray jumping on it is big. And now that's another story I heard about that is when they first dropped it, it hit the charts on country radio, and they pulled it off country radio, and they were like, no, this is not country. This is not country radio. And Billy Ray heard about that, and that's when he had his people reach out, and he decided to jump on.
Interesting.
Because he thought that was kind of unfair.
Yeah, so he's like...
Dude, for an old country guy like Billy Ray Cyrus to be like, whoa. My man's not getting a fair shake here. Oh, you guys don't want to let him on the charts?
Watch this.
Watch this shit. Boom, he jumps on the joint.
Hold my beer.
Hits the charts. Exactly. That's super cool, dude. Shots for Billy Ray Cyrus on that,
That's
dude.
tight.
That is so cool of him. That's just a G move, dude.
Plus, it made it even better, too.
Yep. So then the interview is really cool, man. It's on Forbes. It talks about he just signed to Cash Money AP. I don't know if you guys know, Cash Money AP is a big-time producer in the game who also started his career on BeatStars. He got big on BeatStars. You hear that? You hear those tags at the beginning of songs? Cash Money AP, holla at me. And then the beat drops in or whatever. That's his tag. That's Cash Money AP. Wow. So he's got his own little label there with producers that he's signing up. And he has signed up Young Key, looks like, to join Young Keo. Sorry.
Is that essentially what DJ Khaled is?
Yeah.
Okay.
He just has it. Well, Khaled's on a different scale. I don't know if he manages producers. He just kind of gets everyone. He just gets the artists and producers and everyone together to create the hit. And then he's just in the studio and calls it a Khaled production. Kind of like how Dr. Dre when he brought in Scott Storch, a lot of people don't know. Scott Storch produced this shit right here. This is one of the biggest Dre hits. And sounds just like Dre, but this is Scott Storch, dude.
I think I know which one you're talking about. Yep.
That joint? Mm-hmm. Yep. That's Scott Storch, dude. Huh. So with that joint there, Dre just came in, said, yo, let me see what you got. Brought in Just Blaze. Let me see what you got. He would just bring in these young producers. So let me see what you got. They'd put something together, and then Dre would throw a little something on the end. It's a Dre beat.
Little West Coast.
Now it's a Dre beat.
Yeah.
I'll throw a little, I'll tweak a little bit of this. I'll do a little bit of that, because Dre's going to make the beat sound better than they could make it sound anyway, because that's just his ear with the speakers and the engineering. And so he could do that. No one who's going to say, oh, that was my beat and Dre stole it. Maybe they would today. But back then, back when this was coming out, there was no way. Scott Storch was just happy to be there, dude.
Yeah.
Working with Dr.
Like
Dre.
a freaking honor. Be like, oh my God.
He was just happy to be there.
I'm fangirling so hard right now.
Exactly. So yeah, dude, I thought that was interesting, man. The Old Town Road joint.
That's tight.
How it all came about. The other part of the BET Awards, we went a little longer than that. Damn, I thought we wanted to. But the BET Awards, the other part was the tribute. Nipsey Hussle.
Beautiful. You haven't seen it yet?
I have not seen it. Should we play it first, or do you want to tell me about it first?
Let's play it.
All right. Let me pull this up here. All right, I got it. Here we go.
Oh, man, I already got tears in my eyes.
Really?
Dude, this chick is so good. Her name is Marsha Ambrosius. I think she's from the UK.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah. So good.
Real shit. I know all my real niggas feel this, yeah. Can't even see the stars, but they still wish. Every day, 1,500.
Oh, man, my girl.
So sick.
If I could stay in this moment, shit, I would love forever. If I could live in this moment, babe, shit, I would.
Oh, she's up there like sea walking and shit.
Yep.
That's tight. Look at that. That's how she thinks.
Did you see it? Crip walk for the one time for the one time.
That's dope.
She's so cool.
That's cool.
Then you got YG coming through.
All right.
I think he has the Nike Cortez on. Yeah.
Let's turn it up.
Oh, I got the front end and the back. We on the way and that's a fact. What that's real, this ain't rap. What everybody wanna act pro black, nigga. The last lie you heard this ain't that, nigga. This that.
CYG got arrested.
Yeah.
Driving too fast.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Not even arrested, I'm sorry. He got handcuffed because he said he was riling up the crowd. And then they let him go after they gave him a ticket. Yeah. They told him to get a ticket for driving reckless. They said he was riling up the crowd out in LA because there was a bunch of people watching him.
Right.
Yeah, and they said he was like riling up the crowd, so they handcuffed him.
Jeez.
And then put him in the car. Once they found out he wasn't intoxicated or not anything like that, they let him go and cited him for reckless driving. So my bad, he wasn't arrested.
I do the same thing.
Yeah. Rile up the crowd.
Oh, yeah.
Get everyone excited.
Yeah. Does he have Cortezes on right now?
He does.
I think, right?
Yep.
The white with the black swoosh?
Yep.
Yeah.
Looks like one of his homies got Chucks on. The other one looks like he's wearing Balenciagas.
Yeah.
Right pair.
And then the two homies have like the maybe the Marathon Continue shirts.
Yeah, Marathon Continue shirts.
Yeah. Like all kind of spray painted graffiti like. It's super sick. Yep. Dude, here's.
DJ Khaled.
I'm not a big fan of Khaled, man. I'm not, because like he's ruining the song just by talking, doing his shit. But John Legend murders it.
All right, let's see.
As always.
Nipsey Hussle, King Nip, King Nip.
And what I love about it, they have Nipsey on the screen to actually sing his part of this.
Oh, sick.
So good. Watch. And then you have Nipsey's family, so the camera goes and, you know, looks at Nipsey's family. They're all singing. It's
Cool,
vibes,
man.
dog, vibes. I love John. I feel like
Choir is ill.
every time I hear John Legend, I feel like I'm almost getting impregnated by this guy. Like, oh my God, he's so good.
My granny 88, she had my uncle and then a miscarriage back to back every year for like 10. Pregnant with my mom's, doctor told her it was slim. Was bed row for 9 months, but gave birth in the end. Pops turned 60, he proud when we done. In one generation, he came
Watch
from
when they pan to his
Africa
family. It's so, I just start getting tears.
Los Angeles love, kinda like hustle and book. Money turned 10, cross turned 2. Starting to see this life shit from a bird's view. We the ones that made millions off the curve. Fool in this rap shit 10, never made nerve.
Long live Nipsey Hussle. Hands up. And don't you know that the devil is a liar? I know. Hands up. Down, put my soul in the fire. We go higher, higher. Yeah. Can you feel it? Hey. Yeah.
John Legend's up off the piano.
Yeah.
Dancing with the choir.
Yeah.
How cool, man.
Yeah, it's almost done.
We keep going higher.
So good.
Feel it. Hey, can you feel it? We keep going higher.
Sick.
God.
Long live Nipsey Hussle. The marathon continues.
Wow, dude.
The choir.
How incredible is that?
The choir just puts it over the top. So good.
No
dude.
doubt, man. Yeah, awesome. If you guys did not get to see that and the audio doesn't do it justice, make sure you go check that out, man. I just pulled it up on YouTube. Super, super sick.
Yeah.
I thought, did they show the game?
I
didn't
don't
see
remember.
the game in the crowd.
I
Maybe
don't
they just didn't pan to him. But that guy, if you follow him on IG, man, every day, Nipsey hustles something since he's passed, like every single day, dude.
A tribute every day.
Yeah, dude. The marathons continues as serious.
Definitely continues.
No doubt, man. So RIP to Nip. Super cool.
Yeah.
Super cool tribute.
Tribute to him, his family. I think his family actually got an award for Nipsey that night. I can't remember exactly what it was, but dude, they did a good they did a great job. BT just honoring the family and everything that they're about. Did you see DJ Khaled? Did you see his shoes?
What was he wearing? I didn't see.
The new
does he?
Off-White
Nice.
Chicago specials, the MCAs, dude, debuted them on his social media. Like I think on Thursday or Friday, he said, he always goes, "Still in the meeting."
Yeah,
Every time
yeah.
he's looking at his new Jordans, whenever he gets a new delivery, "Still in the meeting," and shows like the full pan of the MCA, and he's like, "I got something special for y'all. I'm gonna wear just all white. This is going to pop. I got something special for you." And obviously
There it
debuted
was.
him right at the BET Awards.
Nice.
So yeah, cool, man.
Those are still secret drop, right?
Chicago drop. I think they only dropped it in
Right,
Chicago.
but nothing's been on sneakers yet.
No sneaker drop. They had rumors
I
all
know.
last week and
Yep.
the week before that, like this evening and
Me and
this
Gold
evening.
and I were talking about that actually.
Yeah,
Yep.
but no drop yet.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah, BET Awards, man. I thought they did a really good job. The diversity, again, from country to just rap, hip hop, whatever it is. John Legend, man, bringing the R&B, the soul for the Nipsey. The marathon continues. A great celebration of life. That's kind of the high points and
Yeah.
some sick shoes.
For sure. I love the choir. Give it that Sunday service feel. Speaking of Sunday service, did you see You've seen that show on Letterman on Netflix, the Dave Letterman show.
I haven't watched it yet, but I saw that Kanye obviously was on there. I haven't watched it.
Have you watched any of them?
No.
You've never watched one?
Well, yes. I watched which one? Was it the Jim Carrey one? No.
Oh, I haven't seen the Jim Carrey one.
Maybe it wasn't Jim Carrey.
I saw Howard Stern.
Yes, I did see Howard Stern.
Stern?
That's one I for sure saw. Okay. Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, Dave does an awesome job.
Awesome job.
Dude, this new season, because this is the new season he's doing with Kanye, dude, he takes it to the next level. Not only does he interview the person on stage, but he goes to, there's a part in there where he goes to Kanye's house. Kanye gives him some Yeezy new season gear. He tries it on. Dave Letterman's doing all that. Then he invites him to a Sunday service.
Really?
And he gets to go and they let the cameras, dude. It is so cool.
I got to watch it.
It is so cool, dude. If you guys have not checked that out on Netflix, man, Kanye West on My Next Guest Is, David Letterman's show. Yeah. I think it's called My Next Guest Needs No Introduction. I think that's what it's called.
Is that what it is? And it's on Netflix.
Yeah. It's a Netflix exclusive, David Letterman. He sits down for about 55 minutes each with each of these people. The Ellen DeGeneres one was incredible.
Was it?
The Tiffany Haddish one. Dude, just hearing about her life and seeing her crying about her upbringing and stuff. Holy shit, dude. So cool. Love the Tiff Haddish one, the Ellen DeGeneres one, the Howard Stern one was good. The Jay-Z one, good. Kanye, super good. Check it out, man.
I'm ready to in the cast now.
I know.
I'm ready to go watch it.
It's so good, man. The Sunday service is just,
that's so
if you had a privilege to go to that thing, it's like part church, part Kanye concert. The choir and the band are so in sync with what he's doing that he can just kind of sing and flow through his Sunday sermon. Like I said, it's part of his lyrics. It's part of it. Sometimes he just goes off on a little tangent, but they're playing and they know exactly when to bring it up and come in and go low. And it's the synchronization is incredible, dude, between the band and him and the choir. Mm-hmm. If I had the privilege to go to that Sunday service, I would give up a lot to go to one of those, dude.
Totally.
That thing looked incredible, but it's cool, man. Kanye talks about some mental health stuff. He talks about he gets a little bit of a side eye from the crowd at one point for some stuff he says. It's pretty cool, man. And Dave kind of, well, I don't know, I kind of go this way, and it's good, dude. It's a great conversation. So make sure you guys check that out, and I'll be we can talk a little bit more about it on the next show. Yeah, if you want to.
Totally.
I can cut up some clips or play some clips too from it.
I'll definitely check it out for sure.
So, yeah, cool. All right, let's move into I need to switch this over here because I need to play the Stone Cold Steve Austin promo.
Yeah.
From 23 years ago.
Was it that long ago?
A couple people tagged me on Twitter this morning. I saw it as well. Yeah, 23 years ago.
23 years ago, yep.
Today, Stone Cold Steve Austin defeated Jake the Snake Roberts in the King of the Ring tournament, and he gave the infamous promo that became Austin 316 and just really set him on fire. This is the first time that he really became, because when a lot of people don't know, when he first came to WWE, he had been working in WCW with long blonde hair as part of the Hollywood Blondes with Brian Pillman. He had started work. He was working as a guy named Stunning Steve Austin in singles by himself with long blonde hair, WCW, NWA, bunch of different promotions. And when he came to WWE, when he got the call to go up to New York and meet with Vince wanted to turn him into this character called the Ringmaster. And he was like, well, I don't know what this Ringmaster gimmick bullshit is, but I'm going to give it a go. And he did the Ringmaster, and Ringmaster was a shitty character, dude. It was the worst gimmick possible. If you don't know wrestling, behind the scenes, your character, what they give you is called a gimmick. So when The Undertaker, when they said, hey, you're going to be this Undertaker with this funeral Paul Bear as your manager, that was the character he had to embrace.
Yeah.
He could have been like, man, this is the corniest shit ever, or he could have fully embraced it and took it to the next level, and that's what he did. He's still a legend to today.
Still today doing it.
So that's kind of what you have to do. So Austin's like, whatever, I'm going to do what I can to be the ringmaster and be the best ringmaster I can. So they give him the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, as his lackey or as his manager. And so he's kind of his manager, and he uses the $1 Million Dream, which is a sleeper hold that puts your opponent to sleep. He uses that as his finisher. He comes out with the $1 Million title belt, which is like this specialized belt $1 Million Man used to carry. So it's weird. It's almost like they're giving him $1 Million Man's gimmick, but he's called the Ringmaster. He didn't really have an identity. He never talked on the mic. And I've heard multiple Steve Austin interviews since then saying, damn, I just wanted a chance. I would go to Vince's office once a week. Vince, let me get on the mic. let me say some shit. They would just never give him a chance to talk. So finally they decided we're going to because he was a heel, he was a bad guy. And so he was just, talking crap to the fans. Finally on Monday Night Raw, they're like, we're going to put you on commentary. We're going to give you an opportunity to go sit down next to Jim Ross, commentary. And so I guess he did commentary and he just killed it. He was hilarious. He was cracking jokes. He was being mean, but in a funny way. And he was doing what's called getting himself over. In the business, that's getting himself over. So he's doing all that. And then they decided they're going to let him win the King of the Ring tournament. He takes out Jake the Snake Roberts, wins the King of the Ring tournament. And this is the infamous promo from that King of the Ring tournament after he won.
Say your prayers.
Here we go.
You sit there and you thump your Bible and you say your prayers, and it didn't get you anywhere. Talk about your Psalms. Talk about John 3:16. Austin 3:16 says, I just whipped your ass.
There it is, dude. There it is.
God.
So that's really what set him off. The next night on Monday Night Raw, everyone showed up with Austin 3:16 signs. It was just over after that, dude. He just had so much heat. Then he went on to the big time match with Bret the Hitman Hart. Bret the Hitman Hart had him in a sharpshooter, and he had a cut on his head from the beginning of the match. And dude, blood just started pouring down his face into his teeth, and he was in a sharpshooter. And that was the most infamous double heel, or it's called a double turn of all time. Bret Hart was a good guy going into the match. Steve Austin was a bad guy going into the match. Coming out of the match, the fans had turned and they were cheering Steve Austin and booing Bret Hart. And Bret Hart became a bad guy that night and Steve Austin became a good guy. So it was one of the most legendary double turns in wrestling history because they couldn't keep Steve Austin a bad guy because he was too cool.
Yeah.
Everyone loved him. Everyone loved saying, open up a can of whoop ass. Everyone loved saying that's the bottom line because Stone Cold said so. Everyone loved throwing up the middle fingers.
Yeah.
He was too damn cool. You couldn't keep him a bad guy anymore because no one wanted to boo him. You know what I mean? So that's where it all started. And where I wanted to go with this conversation today was the fact that I've been telling people this for a while, and I can sense it because the product in WWE has become so stale, so boring, so predictable.
Fake.
So it's just too kid friendly. There's not enough of the Attitude Era. And that's what they're struggling with today. They're struggling with these gimmicky BS storylines that just aren't believable to your adult audience. The audience like me that was one-time kids and we went with the Hulk Hogan, take your vitamins and say your prayers and all this stuff. As we became teenagers and into early adulthood, we got the Attitude Era. So we were like, whoa, we're seeing Sable pulling off robes with no shirt on, fake tits hanging out. Vince McMahon's going nuts. Austin spraying people down with the beer truck. You just got an overload. It was a sensory overload. So now you're trying to go up front. Now you're trying to undo all that and have us go back. And it's just not working. Yeah. Yes, there's still a successful company. Yes, they're still making money, but viewership's down. I saw there was 127,000 WWE Network subscriptions canceled last year. So they're definitely losing some stuff and losing some steam here. And I think it's just due to the fact that they do not, and I've been telling multiple people this is the direction WWE is going. They do not want to make big stars anymore. There will never be another Stone Cold Steve Austin. There will never be another Hulk Hogan. There'll never be another Rock. You know why? These guys keep leaving. What happens once these guys blow up to a certain amount of superstardom? They can say no. Yeah. It doesn't matter how much money you're giving them.
They can go be an actor, actress, whatever they want to do at this point,
And I think Vince sees that, and he's gotten burned by that now by John Cena, who's now writing children's books, doing acting,
a lot of
all
acting.
this stuff. I think what Vince wants to do and the direction the WWE is going is they're saying, hey, we're done making stars. There is no more John Cena. There's no more next John Cena, next Hulk Hogan, next Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, Shawn Michaels. There's none of that. There's WWE. And the reason you come to the show to see WWE. You don't come to the show to see Seth Rollins. You don't come to the show to see Charlotte Flair. You don't come to the show to see these individuals. You come to the show to see these letters, WWE. He's already changed the business being called wrestling. It's not called wrestling anymore. They never call it wrestling on TV. On interview, on internet, anywhere, it's called sports entertainment. Vince has rebranded it. He's shifted all. They're not professional wrestlers, and it is not professional wrestling. It's sports entertainment. I heard it the other day. If you could build a sports entertainer from the ground up, this is what he would look like, Randy Orton. And they say that instead of if you could build a wrestler from the ground
Really?
up, this is what he would look like. They say if you could build a sports entertainer. So this is the direction WWE is going. And not that that's anything new, but I've been telling people that they're not creating stars anymore. They're like, no one's just stepping up. No one stepped up to grab the brass ring. No one stepped up to take their spot. No one's really stepped into the limelight to get that push. And I'm like, no, dude. Seth Rollins has been there. Becky Lynch, 2 belts. She just won 2 titles. She just was there.
Yeah.
They just have not had them put over the top and made them into these huge stars. And then guess what I hear? An interview with John Cena the other day at BookCon. And he's talking about, someone asked him a question about who's the next John Cena.
This is for his children's book?
This is for his children's book.
That he came out with?
It's called Elbow Grease.
At a signing?
He's at BookCon.
Okay.
For his children's book, Elbow Grease.
Okay.
And listen to this question and answer that John Cena gives. And if this does not validate what I'm saying, I don't know what else does. Listen to this.
Question is, with the growing crop of WWE talent now, do you see anybody that's really growing into the next John Cena of WWE?
Oh, if they were, I would tell them stop. My goodness. This is some real inside baseball. Anyone who's here for WWE is going to love this answer, but I'll keep it short. I think the dynamic of the program is changing. For the longest time, I think if you consider WWE a band, there's been one front person of the band. I think that dynamic is changing, and it's because the audience is too diverse. I think older males are watching it, younger kids are watching it, females are watching it. The audience is so diverse, so with a diverse audience, it's tough to universally please someone. In the 80s, you had a family-oriented program and Hulk Hogan was the front man. In the 90s, you had 18 to 35-year-old males, in come Steve Austin and Dwayne Johnson, because they hit right down that wheelhouse. And then there was me, but even myself, as you know, went through a polarizing stage where half the audience likes you and half the audience doesn't. So I don't think there's a universal figure that will lead the company forward. I think as the company grows and especially expands globally, you're gonna have like a super friends of the WWE, which is like people who are essentially fighting for equal share of popularity. I think the band essentially will now have 10 lead singers of every different race, creed, color, sex, ethnicity. So I believe that I was kind of the last of that. And I think the landscape has changed so much that it's more of a group effort rather than an individual effort.
What do you know about that?
Wow.
Dude? That's exactly what I've been saying. I didn't say super friends.
Right.
But that's exactly what I've been saying. They don't want a front man anymore because they want people to come to the show for WWE. They don't want you to come for a specific performer. They want you to come for the entire show. They're basically making it Disney on Ice. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I
think I caught diversity out of that, right? That word, where your demographic, where they said it was in the 90s, 18 to 35. Previous to that, you had your families. I like how we kind of broke down, each decade as to what you saw. And now we're seeing females involved. We're seeing males involved. We're seeing just all these different kinds. And how do you play to that audience? You can't just have one person.
Right.
And he echoes like, that I kind of got. I was kind of the first part of that, or the last part of that, I should say.
Last of the dying breed, yeah.
Everybody kind of liked him, and then he kind of went out, and the other half started to say, "No, I don't like this guy." So
exactly,
diversity.
because he was so kid friendly, and he was so hustle, loyalty, respect, and the good positive message,
almost cheesy, right, to the 18 to 35-year-olds.
Well, those same kids were loving Hulk Hogan, as a kid.
Totally,
you did anything Hulk Hogan, he could never do any wrong.
Yeah.
So it's those same people that are like, what? This is not cool anymore. This is corny. All these little kids like John Cena. I hate John Cena. Right. I don't want to like John Cena. John Cena sucks.
Yeah.
John Cena can't even wrestle. John Cena has about 5 moves.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan had about 3 moves. Yeah. You know what I mean? I mean, the guy will hit you with the leg drop. He'll hit you with a straight fist, and then he might hit you with a
he might hit you with a skullet.
I don't even know. I'm trying to think what else he would even hit you with. He might hit you with a right hand, a leg drop. And what else did Hogan do? Besides, he hulked up.
Right.
I don't know what else he hit you with other than maybe he blocked your stuff and then, he was hitting you with the right hands. I don't even know if I saw ever the guy throw a kick. Hogan was not a kid. I mean, Hogan was the worst wrestler of all wrestlers. He just looked incredible, and they made him into a superhero. Yeah, and he was a great promo, man.
Dude, the leg drop was the only thing that I remember Hogan do besides like some right hooks.
Yeah, right hooks, and then he'll do this
the
to
leg
the crowd
drop
and do the. But dude, Hogan was the worst wrestler ever. And John Cena, a lot of people look at him like Hogan. He was better than Hogan. He could move better than Hogan. He had a better move set than Hogan. But Cena would even tell you, "Hey, I got the 5 moves of doom." That's what I got.
Right.
I got 5. He calls it the 5 moves of doom because like I got 5 moves. That's it. I don't do a ton of shit, but I know I do the shit I do. I know how to do it well. And if you watch John Cena's matches, it's the same typical stuff pretty much every time. But he still puts on compelling matches and he works his ass off. I've always respected John Cena. I'm not one of those people that hate John Cena. But I do think the way the business is going, it's going to force me and a lot of other people that are in my demographic to go find alternatives like All Elite Wrestling, which Cody Rhodes left WWE to go start. So that's going to be the future of wrestling in the main competition for WWE. Now, not the fact that I don't know that they're real competition, because WWE is built, they're already so far down the road. And like he talked about with global expansion, they have all these NXT camps and stuff set up in different countries. They're getting every developing superstar. They're getting the first crack at them. So that's the direction I think the company's going, man.
Interesting stuff. Yeah, because aside from John Cena, I can't think of anything. Yeah, Seth Rollins, you've got your Roman Reigns, Well,
they tried to push Reigns as the guy for a few years, and the audience just constantly rejected it, dude.
Yeah,
they tried to push him to the forefront, and they were like, nope. Yep. They booed him every time he came out.
Yeah, look what they could have done to The Miz. I mean, Miz had a personality and a persona that was kind of cool, The Miz, you don't hear anything about him. Nobody...
That's as big as you're going to get these days, The Miz. The Miz has a reality show called Miz and Mrs. on USA, but it's on the same network that that WWE's in bed with and been partners with for years and years and years. Yeah. So it's not like The Miz is really going outside of that, but I don't think there's going to be any more of that front man, dude. Yeah. I agree with John Cena. It's going to be Super Friends from now on. And All Elite Wrestling is your future. That's the place to go if you want real wrestling, or if you want to stay within the WWE house, you go watch NXT. Do not watch Raw or SmackDown or that WWE product if you don't want the fluff, because it's going to be a lot of fluff. It's going to be Super Friends.
Does that bum you out as a loyal follower for all these years?
No, because they still offer NXT.
Okay.
They still offer me something. And there's also, like I said, All Elite Wrestling with Kenny Omega and Chris Jericho, Cody Rhodes, and all these guys that are doing, all the guys from the independent scene or guys that have left WWE because they felt like they weren't being used creatively the way they wanted to be.
Yeah.
So they were like, I got to go. I'm so unhappy here. Most recent story, I'll finish on this. A gentleman named Dean Ambrose, part of The Shield. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, he was the 3rd member of The Shield. Big time player in WWE, had a huge push, had all the talent. I mean, could have been a big star there. He was just so unhappy with what they were doing there at WWE and the creative process that he didn't even look at his offer. I heard him on the Chris Jericho podcast. They gave him his offer, and he wanted out so bad. He grabbed the envelope and said thanks, but no thanks, and gave it right back. Didn't even look. That's how bad he wanted out of WWE and just wanted to be able to be free and just wanted to be able to do his own thing and be creative. He was like, I didn't even want to be tempted by the money. They'll put a 7-figure check in front of you.
Oh, easy.
And you have to sit there. He's like, I didn't even want to look. I didn't want to be tempted. That's how bad I wanted out.
Wow.
And I can see that with a lot of wrestlers. You see it on the weekly, dude. You see wrestlers come through that curtain and you can see on their face that they're not into it. They're not into their gimmick. They're just not doing all they can because they know that there's nothing you really can do. There is no brass ring to grab. There is no elevating yourself above the other talent. You're all just part of the show. And I think that is what Vince wants because then he has more control. But I think that doesn't give the audience the best product possible because there's not as much of an authenticity to it. There's not real life beef. You're not seeing these real life behind the scenes feuds that have happened in wrestling for years. We've all known that wrestling is scripted, but we've also known there's been tensions behind the scenes. There's been stuff that boils over. There's been things that in that same interview that I was just played the clip from John Cena, they asked him who's the most competitive guy he ever wrestled against. Said hands down Brock Lesnar. When you get in that ring, that guy's not playing around. He's going to give them the best show possible, and he's going to try to keep you safe, but he's also going to try to beat the heck out of you and make it very, very real and make sure people know that this is Brock Lesnar. And he's going to make sure at the end of the night that it looks like John Cena was in the ring with Brock Lesnar. He's not going to let them he's not just going to let you walk out without any bumps or bruises.
Totally.
He's like, by far, the most competitive person and the scariest person I've ever been in the ring with is Brock Lesnar.
Wow.
And dude, you could sense that. You can sense if you've watched a match with Brock Lesnar, the guy is stiff. He's not pulling any punches. He's very stiff. Not to say he doesn't go out and do what's told of him and the match goes scripted, but when he gets his shit in, he lays it in.
Yeah.
Stiff. And I'm using a lot of industry terms, so I'm sorry if you don't follow wrestling or you don't know the terms, you don't know what I'm talking about when I use these, but a lot of people had asked me to talk more wrestling on this show. I thought this was a good opportunity to do that. So, yeah, I think we can move on from there. I'll let it kind of let it rest there. We'll jump into sneakers and Supreme really quick. Not a ton of stuff there, but let's start with the Easy Pack.
Yes, the Yeezy Pack. I'm not, I like Yeezys. We've talked a lot about them.
I like Yeezys.
I like Yeezys.
I like Yeezys.
I love this V2, this triple black, whatever we want to call it, that just came out, non-reflective. It's one of my favorite pairs. But the 350 should be dead, the V2, but it's not. It still continues to sell out. It still continues to do super well. And I think these regional releases have really brought back a lot of the hype. Obviously ensuring that they're putting reflective versions and non-reflective, I think helps. But I think having a regional exclusive is really what kind of brings back the hype, because all of a sudden you can't get it over in this region, but you can get it over here. Right. And how much do I have to pay to get this? And do I have connections over here to get it? So I think it does create a new dynamic. Even though the 350 V2 has been dead for at least a year, if not longer. That being said, the new colorways, we kind of talked about it a little bit. So here's what I have. So the Lundmark is going to be the North and South America release. The Lundmark is cool. We talked about it.
It's where they got the name Lundmark?
No, it's the Dirty Cream, right? But no, what do you got?
Oh, no. I was
you don't know?
Straight up asking because I just didn't know how anything to do.
It's a great question, JJ. I think you should have looked it up and let us know where the Lundmark comes from. Where the Lundmark comes from. That being said, it looks like the synth, it's like a pink synth option, is only going to be available in Africa, Asia, and Australia. So our boy...
Middle East.
So our boy, Fail Beast,
yes,
should be able to hook us up with that pair.
Which...
That's the pink synth.
The synth.
Or the synth, sorry.
The synth is coming out for that region.
Africa, Asia, Australia.
Yep.
The Lundmark is for North and South America.
Oh, okay.
And then you have the infamous...
The middle.
The A word, as you would call it, right? Antilia. Yeah, so that is going to be exclusive to...
Europe and Russia.
Middle. You got it.
So that's your mid. Okay, so I don't care about any of these.
Yeah.
The same show, like we talked about last show, I didn't even know the names. I didn't even fully know what was going on. Mm-hmm. I see a lot of debate back and forth about the pull tab, no pull tab. Initially, when this started years ago and they decided to put the pull tab on, I didn't really like that. I was like, I'm against it. I got used to it. Now I'm fine. I don't really care. It doesn't bother me, pull tab or no pull tab.
Right.
What bothers me is the piss-looking shoes that are coming out.
Yeah.
It just
looks like they tried to make a Yebra and really failed at it.
It just looks like piss to me. It looks like it's fell in a yellow bucket, dude. I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
Of any of them.
Somebody hit me up on the Lundmark. Somebody DM'd me and said, hey, I got to have that Lundmark. And I said, why? He's like, well, I'm getting rid of my cream Ultra Boosts. And this is going to supposedly...
I don't see that.
But I don't see that either. I see
P.
I see it more...
I don't see cream.
I see it more of a kind of like an off zebra than anything. As you look at it closer, it's got some cream in it, but it's also got some darker...
This is the best look I've seen at all these shoes, Dallas.
Is it?
Yeah, because this actually shows everything I've looked at. They almost all three look the same.
Yeah. No.
This actually gives them some...
Yeah,
this looks like the ones I just sold, Sesames.
Yep.
These look like a, muted down frozen yellow.
Yep.
Looks like even more muted down frozen yellow.
That's where I'm confused.
Like
that's the kind of stuff I saw.
Yeah.
That to me.
That's the Lundmark that you're looking at, right, JJ? Yeah.
That makes zero sense. It looks like a static almost.
I'm staying away from all those, dude.
Yeah, I don't like them either. So the Antilla, that just actually released this past week, or weekend, I should say. So that has now dropped. I think they are going to do the reflective version this week. But again, it's still that regional release. So we don't have a big shot of getting that unless you're doing StockX, that kind of stuff. Because now StockX and GOAT, they both have operations, across the pond now. You know that, right?
No.
I just bought something from, where was it? The last thing I bought. Sorry, it was GOAT. I just bought the Fear of God air raids.
Yeah.
The black pair. And those actually came from GOAT, but it came DHL from Japan.
Oh, I saw a lot of people saying, what? Go
StockX
send a
is doing
DHL or Stock send a DHL?
StockX is doing the same now. Yep. So they have multiple operations across the pond now, which is cool, but that also means that it may take a little longer. There may be some other anomalies in there, but for me, I don't have to have any of these.
Which pair are these, JJ?
I'm pretty sure those are the lung marks.
Okay, so these are supposed to be the cream, right?
Yeah, kind of creamy.
That's where I'm so confused. Every photo I see, I don't know what is what. Yeah, the lighting, the picture, the shade of the shoes looks different. This just looks like a regular static, dog. It literally looks like the guy just has a Yeezy static on.
Yeah.
In my opinion, which I own.
It looks more gray, but
yeah,
it looks like a sesame almost. That's a static.
Yeah, a static sesame. I think that's the best way to say
just
it.
Out.
And that pair comes out.
Much.
That pair is the global or our release on the Lundmark is July 13th, and then they're supposedly shock dropping a reflective version of that on the 11th. So we'll see what that looks like. And then the pink synth is still yet to be determined on a release date on that. So that's what are kind of coming up. There's nothing really this week aside from that reflective version of the Antilla.
Yeah, dude, I'm done for the rest of June, I think, which I'm very happy about. Yeah.
I am in a raffle for the Air Jordan 1, the Gym Red, which you don't like.
No.
I went ahead and got in the raffle because I might pick it up just to see it. What do you not like about it?
It looks like a Jordan mid. Looks like a color scheme they should have gave to the mid. Plus, I don't like the white toe box.
I think there is a Jordan mid colorway of that already.
Oh, okay.
I think that's why you're seeing that. Yeah. So, yeah, it kind of does look like a mid there, but I don't know. I might pick it up. What's that?
Is it the Jordan 1? Or
the Jordan 1.
The Jordan
ones.
That
looks like the no resale ones.
Not for resale? No, they're not for resales. The blocking was better.
Yeah, the blocking was way better on that. This one almost looks like it looks like a GR. It looks
similar.
It is absolutely what a GR. When I think of a GR Jordan 1, that's
to take a line from you, JJ. Ironically, those should be called the not for resales because they're not going to have much resale.
Oh, got him.
Yeah, I know.
So those come out. Those come out the 20. Those come out the 29th.
Ooh, got him.
Did anybody try to get the off whites this morning?
No, I was about. I know last night I had the intention to, and then I just forgot this morning.
Gotcha.
So
you could have helped your boy out because I wouldn't have minded the black pair. I went for all three on the sneakers app this morning. Took L's on all three.
Compass got him.
Dude, there's a lot of people on my timeline that got them.
Really?
There's people that got two of them on my timeline.
Really?
Because you could buy all three of them.
Multiple. Mm-hmm.
And I just like the Sakai's, when those come out, I chose multiple, right? And thought that I would maybe get one, and I was able to get the green. This case, you had three colorways.
Did you choose all three?
I chose all three, and I did all the same sizes, 11.5, which would be a 10 in men's, and took L's on all of them.
Damn.
Like, just...
everyone was doing that, though.
Yeah.
A lot of people that wanted them to wear. But
and all the bots for sneakers app. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I would
where are you supposed to wear these?
Right.
I was gonna wear mine on the golf course.
Golfing, that's right.
So
that's right.
Look at the little weird spikes. Now, I don't think they'll hold you down to the turf necessarily like a real golf shoe would, but I think it'd be pretty fuego. I thought I could take, and then we could take some sick shots, man, for like a review on the golf course with these. Nobody's doing that.
Right.
Do you think it will be
pay resale $300
at all?
Not bad.
$380.
Oh, $380.
$380.
I thought it was like $3.
Do you think it's going to be uncomfortable and all?
No, I think it'll be pretty comfortable, and I think it has Zoom Air technology.
Even though it has the spikes, because yes, they are plastic, so they are going to squish.
I knew your crazy ass would ask this type of question today. So for you, JJ,
so I'm prepared.
For you today, I went ahead and rocked the Trail Sole.
Wow.
The Trail Sole Pharrells because...
Is that the first time you worn those?
No.
Oh.
They're just nice. I just keep my stuff clean. I clean them every time I take them off.
Wow.
That bottom though, geez.
You clean the bottom too?
Yeah, a little bit. I wipe down. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't look like you've stepped outside of a... I don't know. Like
all right, let's get back to my point here.
Sorry.
JJ, so I wore these. Good. Again, we've talked about trail soles. Anything that adds to the bottom of a sole, any definition, seems to be more comfortable. That's what Franchise and I believe. We have them. We wear Pharrells without the trail soles. We wear Pharrells with the trail sole. I wear the Pharrells with the trail sole 98% of the time over anything Pharrell that doesn't have a trail sole. I would figure these would be the same way. So that should answer your question.
For sure.
Great question.
Yeah, it's a good assumption there by you.
I know, for sure,
I
right?
think that's what a lot of people were complaining about that black pair that I put out. That's the pair I got to have with the gum bottom. A lot of people either hated the gum bottom or they hated the trail sole.
Yeah.
And what I'll say is, why do you hate the gum bottom? Because what do you guys want? Another triple black shoe just with another black bottom? Like we all have too many of those. I turn around right now. My collection's not even here at the studio and I see too many of those. We have too many triple black shoes, guys.
Totally.
The gum is fire. For number one. Number two, I understand what you guys are saying with the trail sole. I wasn't a fan of it either when it first came out as far as the look. I think it doesn't look that great, to be honest. But it does feel better. It does. It feels 110% better than a regular Pharrell NMD or a regular NMD.
Yeah.
The trail sole is so much more comfortable. It adds so much more cushion to the shoe.
Absolutely.
The cage isn't cutting into your foot like it was with that additional NMD trail sole or with the traditional. I said additional.
Right.
I just like it better, man.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I guess if that stops you guys from getting the shoe, sorry. I'm going to be getting the shoe though. I'm excited.
Yeah. We continue to live to fight another day.
Yeah.
Well, when I first saw the photos, it honestly looked a little plastic because it does look like a golf shoe or a football shoe. Like it looks like it had actual. Those. It looked like it had actual spikes in them, but the more and more people were like just getting closer looks at them and just kind of seeing, like I realized, oh, those are like extremely. That's just cushion essentially.
Yeah,
but
I'm curious to see how fast that would wear down. The spikes will wear down on the concrete,
for sure.
Or if you're running. Like, are you supposed to run in these? I don't understand what they're for.
I don't know what
There's everything all the marketing I've seen is athlete.
I've seen a lot of track and field, right? People on track and field, and then Virgil, of course, debuted these at Coachella.
Was he just wearing them around? Was he doing the triple jump?
He was not doing a triple jump. Yeah.
Was he DJing there?
Maybe he was doing a triple dump.
Ooh. Yeah. In the cup?
I think he probably did DJ there. I think he did. Yeah.
Hey, he's into that now.
Check this out.
What?
The Philly mayor came through on the Supreme ODB hat.
Oh, well, you already got it?
Trying to see it?
Wow.
All right, so let me let you look at it, and then I might trash it a little bit.
Oh, geez.
Return to the 36 chambers.
Yeah.
The dirty version, 11/15/68.
Is it too basic for you?
That's his welfare cover. We love it.
City of Brooklyn Zoo.
Mm-hmm.
Identification card for food coupons and or public assistance.
Yep.
Huh. I think it's pretty sick. What do you mean trash it a little?
Cool patch, right?
Cool patch.
And
Supreme
then
on the back.
Why I wanted this so bad? You know, you and I have had this conversation, Zach, right? So
it doesn't fit.
I always wear it backwards.
Oh no!
And finally, I actually have something that is seen because I always wear my cap backwards, so it says Supreme on the back.
Yeah.
And I love that.
What are the shoes?
What's that?
What are the shoes?
The issues. The issues. This is the worst quality hat I have ever seen.
What do you mean? How much did you pay for it? First of all,
I think retail. He ooped me for retail.
Oh,
so
retail,
shout outs to the Philly mayor and quick shipping. Damn thing got here for 2 days from
That's
Philly.
how it was with my LA to Chicago's.
2 days from
Philly mayor. I feel bad because I have his son's jersey. I just went, dude. I had to drop it off at Carlene of Golden to get the bottom stitched for him.
Oh, okay.
I was like, dude, the reversible piece is kind of coming apart. Let me stitch this up for you before I send it to you because he won that contest.
Oh, sure.
So I got to go pick that up from Carlene. It was ready on Friday. I just hadn't got over there, so I'm about to go do that this week and send it off to him.
Sick.
But, yeah.
So this hat is one of the worst quality hats I have ever seen in my entire hat life. And you know, dude, except today because I wanted to look like Captain Planet. I always got a hat on, right?
Yeah.
And you know, dude, you and I have the hardest time hat shopping.
Yeah.
Like shopping for hats I think is more difficult than finding a pair of pants.
I think it's a lot of people too. Vitzer has the same issue. And Vitzer's more along my lines. We have small heads, so it's harder to find like a hat that fits correctly.
And I'm on the opposite. I got a big dome, so it's hard to find a hat that fits correctly.
Yep. You're like my dad.
Like, dude,
my dad's like, that's weird.
When I do a snapback, I don't have any snaps left.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. So is that why you're not?
That's part of it. Yeah, because I need this one. I need two.
Oh,
so it looks pretty awkward. But I think this hat would fit you pretty well. I just don't want to let it go like that because it's. I love ODB. I love my Wu-Tang.
Let me
just do two snaps.
Try this on. I bet this fits you right here.
Let's see.
That's what I bet.
Wow, that's pretty close, Dal.
Yeah, dude.
I think it's pretty much right on.
See, and it looks perfect, dude. Damn.
What do you think, JJ? Does it look good?
Here, hold on.
Great, man.
Here, fix this. Like your
what?
Inside. There it goes.
Oh,
perfect. Yeah, dude. Damn, that thing looks tight.
Oh, I got to see
Dude,
get
get your phone, go live right now.
front-facing camera.
Let's go live on the gram real quick. Look how sick that looks.
Yeah, it does look good.
That's fire.
I might have to buy it from you.
I don't know. I think it's NFS.
What is the what was retail?
48?
Oh, I guess I could. Dude, these are gonna be going for.
Guy, you don't need this.
I could get this for 60 on there.
You don't need this hat. It looks fire though, dude.
I think I need the hat, guy.
Damn it.
Why wouldn't I need the hat?
Because I need the hat.
It looks good. Pretty
Just
good.
get a different
looks
size,
really good.
Dallas. Just
Looks
get
great.
a bigger one.
It looks really good. No homo. And I don't mind homos. I just no homo. I look really good.
It's dope.
Damn it.
Can I see it?
Well,
Just get a bigger size.
JJ, what do you think of the quality, man? You're the Supreme head.
Well, like
Conley be giving you all the Supreme. What do you think?
from face value, it doesn't seem that bad, but like now holding it, it seems a bit cardboardy.
Yeah.
So it's
why is it the worst
extremely-
hat though? Tell me why it's the worst hat outside of the fit. What is the worst quality hat?
Yeah, just quality, man. I just don't like. There's not a lot to that hat.
Is it just because it kind of feels really fake and
Yeah, it just feels like a low quality hat. Like you would just go buy like a cheap $10 hat at Walmart. Like that's the quality of the
Yeah,
actual
I could
hat.
definitely
Now
feel
that
it in
being
the
said,
material.
the stitching of the Supreme, nothing special, but it's not bad. And then the
Dude, that's some
actual,
fire stitching.
I've had better stitching. I ran my own clothing company. That's not fire
To
stitching.
JJ, that's some fire stitching.
Okay, Supreme head.
Okay. Considering it's Supreme, man, like that's pretty good.
Okay, Supreme Patty over there.
Oh.
Get out of here. So, and the patch, I mean, the patch isn't that good quality, like, because it's a smaller patch, so it's hard to get the actual printing well on that. But I love the idea. I love the concept, and I'm really happy with it just for the collection piece. But the hat is very low quality build. That's what I would say.
The hat is very low quality build.
Yeah. That's what I'd say. But I'm happy to have it. Would I be happy to sell it to you? Probably not because of the collection piece, but it does look pretty sick on you.
Dude, just get a bigger hat. Is there a
JJ,
bigger
but
one?
no, it's
of
a
this?
one size fits all. It's a snapback.
Oh, okay.
That's all you get.
Just get a bigger hat.
Just get a bigger hat.
I didn't know if they had sizes for these. I didn't know it was all just.
Yeah, it is. One size fits all because of the snap.
Dude, okay, so check this out.
What do you got?
I think we're... Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. Nonsense. All right, so I think we're good here. Dude, so let me finish out sneakers with this story on the Blazers.
Oh, yes.
Dude, so check this out.
I haven't heard this
and then
yet.
we got to get to the YouTube comments.
So this is from eBay, right?
I bought the Blazers on eBay.
Oh, no.
remember the whole situation?
Crap.
Yeah.
Remember from last cast? All right.
Downfall starts.
Yeah.
So obviously you listened to the cast, JJ. You remember. All right. So I go to get the Blazers, and the guy had shipped them. Did I tell you guys he shipped them to the wrong address?
No.
Yeah. Shipped them to the old certified.
Okay.
Because dude, it was in my eBay that way.
You gotta be.
It was not in my PayPal that way. It was in my eBay that way.
Ah.
So my PayPal said my current address. The eBay said that address. So I noticed later on, I noticed the day after I bought him and he hadn't shipped them yet. So first thing Saturday morning, jump on the email. I'm like, yo, man, or maybe it was Friday morning. I email him, hey, man, if you ship those shoes out today, can you please send them to this address? That old one is not valid anymore.
Uh-oh.
Sends me a message back a few hours later. Hey, man, I already shipped them out. They just came. I just saw the message. Sorry. It's like, all right, cool. So now I got to battle this. They're going to the old location.
Yeah.
The old work.
Is anybody even there?
I don't think so.
Nice.
I think it's just closed up.
Oh,
so
great.
I know. So then I'm like, wow, this is awesome. I don't even know if anyone is there. I don't know if that mail's being forwarded somewhere else. It says it's going to be delivered Monday the 24th, which is today.
Okay.
I'm like, I got to cancel the show. I got to cancel the cast and just go sit outside there and make sure.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, well, I don't know if there's, if the mail's even being taken there. I don't know if it's being forwarded or what's going on.
It might not even show up.
Nightmare, right? So then I'm going through, I'm like, all right, I got to call post office customer care. This is on Saturday.
Try to stop it.
So dude, I get on customer care. I'm on customer care for about an hour and 8 minutes long.
Oh my God.
Just waiting on hold, dude, because it says it's going to be over an hour wait. I'm like, whatever. So
It's
I'm eating
worth the hour
breakfast.
wait.
My girl cooks up breakfast. I'm eating breakfast. I got my AirPods in. One of them dies. I got the other one charging. I switch it out. I'm just going one AirPod. So then I'm like trying to get some stuff done. My girl's like, hey, do you want me to listen for you? I was like, oh yeah, that'd be great. Just let me know when he's on. So I pull the AirPod out and go to give it to her. It hangs up.
Oh, jeez.
We get disconnected after an hour and an hour and 8 minutes deep, dude, on the hold on Saturday. So I'm just like, forget it.
Right.
Forget it. It's not meant to be.
Yeah.
So then I'm doing all this research online. I'm looking around and I find this option to use USPS Delivery Intercept. It allows me to intercept the delivery, and then it'll just leave it at a post office.
Okay.
In whatever area. So I put in my area, select the post office. I put in the tracking number. It says your shipment is eligible for delivery intercept. You can do this, blah, 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 blah. I go through, I get to the last screen. Cool, we got it all set. Your package will be lifted at this post office. $26. All right, that's fine because I have no choice.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
price just went up.
Yep, I'll pay you the $26.
Take that L on the way out.
Exactly.
Take that L on the way out.
So paid the $26, got the delivery intercept. Here's the thing. I wake up the next day, Sunday. I wake up today. I'm tracking the package, and it's not really tracking, saying it's going to be left at the post office. So I go down there this morning. They open at 9 a.m. I go down there before the show to do the packet. And I asked the guy, I'm like, yo, is this going to be brought here? Is it going to be whatever? He's like, oh, well, nothing gets brought here anyway. You got to go to this address. This is where everything gets brought. I was like, well, here's the email I have saying that this is the original address. Here's the new address I want to be left at, which is your post office right here. And he's like, yeah, well, nothing gets left here. If it did come here, we just ship it to this one anyway. So he gave me like a little sheet of paper that has another address on it, another post office, which is in my car right now. So when we leave the studio today, I got to go try to find out where this other post office is. Then the plot thickens because I check my tracking and it still says the same thing, that it arrived at the post office 80210, which is downtown Denver.
Okay.
It arrived at that post office at 5:30 a.m. this morning, but it did not say it was out for delivery. So that kind of gave me a good feeling.
Okay.
So I was like, screw it. Let's just come here, do the cast. Well, as we're doing the cast, I get this update that says that delivery requested. It says it's going to take it to this spot, and it says it's only going to charge me $15.40 instead of the $26 because the postage was only $15.
Okay.
Or whatever.
So you haven't paid the $26 yet?
Yes, I paid it with a card. But apparently they just refund me and take the $15.40 since that.
Or do they just add the $15 on top of the $26?
Let me see. Oh, credit charge to credit card, $14.10. Due when package arrives, $15.40. So I'm going to end up paying a total of $29.50 actually.
Wow.
Not $26.
All right.
So remember when I was saving money by not doing the stock eggs and the goat and all this stuff, and I was worried about where my credit was going to go from the last one? All of it's out the window.
Yeah.
None of it matters. It's all irrelevant.
You just would have bought it with goat credit. Would have been fine.
But I might not have got it in time
for the wedding.
to rock. Yeah, for the wedding. So that was kind of the other issue. So I'm hoping that today, that's the update on the Blazers. Sakai Blazers.
Yeah, I would have loved to seen those
red
today.
and yellow pair.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll have them for Thursday's show.
Cast.
That'll come out on Friday. Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's where we're at right now.
Huh.
So yeah, let's go into the YouTube comments. We don't have a lot of time. Actually, we got very little time. Let's jump through these. Well, actually, we got 25 minutes, but still. Philly Mayor, look at this.
Yeah, my guy.
First. Philly Mayor with the quality snapbacks coming through. Yo, what's good, homies? Hope you had a great weekend. TTF, when you plan on customizing those Jordan 1 SBs? Oh, when do you? Looking forward to seeing what you do with them. And did you see those Jordan 1s with React I tweeted you yesterday? No, I did not. Jordan 1s with React.
They're not good.
Are they bad?
Yeah, they're really bad.
Below not good.
They're below not good.
Let me see.
Sure.
He never tweeted me no reacts. Did he tweet him or Instagram him? All I saw was that he tweeted me was the guy getting knocked out.
Oh, yeah.
And the Michigan PEs.
Michigan PEs, yeah.
I don't see no tweet of a Jordan 1 reacts. Sounds like they're not good though.
No, they're not good.
Anyway, I have decided what I'm going to do with the Jordans, the Chicago's or LA to Chicago's. It's going to be dope, dude. It's going to be an LA, it's going to be a Jordan 1 Union kind of vibe with them. I'm working with a lace company. Hopefully I'll be able to announce that partnership soon, but I'm working with a lace company to do some lace swaps for some upcoming videos. That is going to be one of them. We're getting the bright yellow Jordan 1 Union laces to go with some of the laces that come in the pack. The way I'm going to customize it's going to be dope. I'm really excited about it. Wow, those are bad. Those are bad. Jordan 1 React. Wow, those are bad. Those look like an off-white outsole.
Yikes.
Oh, dude. Oh,
below not good.
They really didn't try with that one.
That swoosh looks like something that belongs on like some Air Max 270s.
Hey,
Oh,
you know
man.
what I got to say to the Philly?
Not good.
What up?
The Philly mayor, what I would say to you on this, give them some fucking credit. I mean, they're probably better than that.
Do you think they really are? Do you think they really need credit for that?
I think Philly mayor should have given us credit. That's what I'm saying. To
us.
know that those are dog shit.
To know that those are
Philly
Not
mayor,
good.
give us some fucking credit. I mean,
Give them some fucking credit. I mean, for real.
How about
no?
I just don't know why they had to do that with the swoosh. Why'd they have to do that with the swoosh? Why'd they have to do that with the weird tongue?
Is that a 4D swoosh?
And you know the quality on them is probably going to be
Not
awful.
good.
You know, the only thing I like on those is the laces. They're big fat laces. That's cool.
I see that kind of weirds me out too.
The shoe weirds me out.
But I wonder if it's comfortable. That's one thing I'm really curious.
Sure.
I really am curious
I'm sure the midsole
to
is.
try on. When do these come out?
Who cares?
July 1st.
Yeah, I'm out.
Retail? How much you think?
July 1st, I'll be in Vegas. Do you want me to oop you a pair?
Yeah,
Retail?
please.
I'll see if 2J's got it over there.
Oop me a pair and send them back
Probably
to the wrong
has, like,
address.
3 pairs.
You know what
So
I'm
I
going to
have
do? Is I'm going to poop you a pair. Them are dog shit. Them are the worst.
Gross style.
Philly mayor, those are the worst.
Take that L on the way out.
Also, did either of you guys go for the Off-White Terra Kiger 5 that dropped this morning? I ended up getting all 3 because I wanted to see them in hand.
No way.
I think the white is my favorite. And black is my least favorite.
Philly mayor, can you get me a size even though it's probably size 13? Can you get me a pair?
No, he
Jeez.
just went up getting all 3. No big deal.
I got all 3.
Yeah.
Wow.
Did you guys get any of those this morning? I went ahead and just got all 3. No big
Yeah.
deal.
Thanks, Philly
Just a
mayor.
normal Monday.
I tried. I didn't get any.
I think the white
Monday
is
morning.
the white is my favorite. The black is my least favorite, but not sure about them fully until I try them on. I got a women's 14, which means it's a men's 12.5 to be on the safe side. This shoe does have that dope tongue that I know TTF liked on the Off-White Vapor Max. So just curious how you guys feel about them.
There you go, Thomas.
Honestly, dude, I think they look like some freaking like North Face hiking shoes that you buy at REI. That's exactly what they remind me of. They look terrible. It doesn't matter to me that they're Off-White.
Philly mayor, I was going to use them for golfing,
Yeah.
like I said earlier when we talked about sneakers, and I thought that would have been cool, but that's it.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Like the amount of people posting pictures in these and the Sakai waffles and all that stuff, that's not going to make me love them anymore. Like,
Right.
just because everyone calls me whack for not liking the shoe or liking that, the shit because it's not hype, whatever, dude. I don't. Yeah, I'm just
What
not
about
a fan.
Seth Fowler's video when he drops it today? Is that going to make
On
you like
these?
it? Yeah.
No.
He did it on feet this morning. You
Let
want
me
to see what it looks
Yes,
like?
yes, please.
Here's his on feet.
Oh yeah.
Perfect, right?
Gosh,
He's got the darker green pair of the 3.
The darker green.
Yeah.
man, those are bad, guy.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't.
Not good?
No, and I hate the pine green Off-White tag.
Would you call those the
The
pine?
zip tie.
The pine sole Taro whatever Katas,
Those
whatever
are
they
like-
are.
Pine Sol?
Those
The
are
Pine
like
Sol.
the glow in the dark Yeezys, but the Nike edition.
Yeah, I don't like that pine green Off-White zip tie either. Disgusting looking. Nothing about those great. Lastly, it is great being near where Supreme ships because in Philly, we get our Supreme orders super fast. The last few drops, I've been getting the items the next day. I know you guys were disappointed with the Super Soaker 50 last cast. Maybe it changed if you guys have it in studio today. But why did they do a 50, man? Would have been dope if they did at least Super Soaker 100.
Yeah.
Hey, Dow, did you end up ordering the ODB skate deck? Because I said, man, the graphic on the skate deck looks super fire on the wall. P.S. Hope you enjoy the hat. It was way too small for my big head. Keep up the good work. The Philly plug out.
Yep.
Just buy one of those Super Soakers and make yourself a custom. And just spray paint Supreme on the giant red bottle.
I guess you could. I don't know.
Just get a Supreme stencil. spray
Oh,
it
like
on.
if you're talking like making a bigger one.
No, I'm meaning because like I thought you're like the reason why you hated it so much is because they had that giant red container that had nothing on it.
No white, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
No, it does say
wanted-
Supreme
It says
in red,
Supreme
so
in
you
red.
could just make that white.
That was our bitch that it
okay.
doesn't have white writing
Okay.
on the red container. That's the issue. But it does say Supreme. But I think it's fine. Like I said, I love accessories, so I'm fine with it. But Philly Mayor, I didn't buy the skate deck yet. I probably will, but I'm not in a huge rush for that. So I'm going to see what the price does. Thank you again for the hat, but I'm in the same boat. It's a little too small for my head as well. So franchise pulls it off great.
Hey. Appreciate it. Philly Mayor coming through. Dirty DJ up next. Another fire cast. Loved having it to listen to on the way back home from work on Friday. Yeah, we got the cast up mad early, dude. I think it was published, ready to listen by 1 o'clock Mountain.
Which is I think so.
East.
1:30, yeah, for sure.
So
you're putting it on me. I was like, I gotta get
the audio going. Yeah,
I gotta get this thing busy. Let's go.
Yeah, it was good. Shout out to Stringer. Did his thing over there. Got it to me early. Let's see. Great way to start the weekend. Man, you guys roasted me about the Lund marks. Oh, dang.
Don't worry.
I thought we had
heart
another.
attack.
Don't worry.
Dude, I if you're watching on YouTube, Dal just spilled his Bing, or if you're not watching on YouTube, it was just the empty can.
Empty can.
I did the same thing with my Monster this morning with the mic stand. I went to move the mic stand out of the way,
Yeah.
tipped over the Monster, started rushing through towards the computer, the laptop. I was like, no.
Not an empty can. Like
Not an
mine.
empty can.
Yeah.
But we figured it out. Ended up working well. Table's cleaner than it was when I came in. Let's see. Man, you guys roasted me on the Lund marks. Yes, we did. Not good. They might not be 37 fire emojis, but I'm definitely curious about them since my Cream Ultra Boost are one of my favorites. Damn, you guys got me with the dingy static comment, but still want to see these in hand. To each their own, dog. Just because we don't like, or I don't like them, or whoever, doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, they might be the most fire pair when they come out. Who
Yep.
knows?
Man, Dal, you're out on the 700s? Wasn't a big fan at first either, but my Mauve with the Volt Lace Swap and the Wave Runners grew on me, and they're both versatile shoes. While listening to this cast, I decided to try on my recent Yeezy pickups. Damn, their sizing chart is so jacked up. Clay and black statics, definitely very similar. My standard 11.5 in Yeezys has my feet sliding around, but an 11 hits my arch in a bad spot and hurts my feet. So I guess I got to deal with the extra room or dump them. Below, not good. Damn.
Below, not good.
Yep.
On the other hand, if the statics fit like the older Yeezys, but my frozen yellows, on the other hand, the statics fit like the older Yeezys, my frozen yellows are hella tight, and I have to take the insole out to wear. I'm lost where to go from here on out. Keep grinding, fellas. Look forward to the merch. I was definitely going through cast withdrawal during the middle of last week. Glad you're back. Dirty DJ. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, the Yeezy sizing chart is wild. Like, it's wild because for me, I feel like I have it figured out for me. But for other people in smaller sizes and stuff, I don't know. Because I have people like you telling me you went a half up and you're still pulling the insole. And I'm feeling like I went with a true to size and I can keep the insole in for the first time. So it's, I don't know, man. It's definitely different for each size. Yeah.
Agreed.
The homie Golden Eye up next. So sad how Nike did Premier dirty. It's nothing new though. As we'll find out here later in the comments, I think it's a different Premier, but we'll get to that. Back in the day, Nike was supporting these types of boutiques heavy, which forced a lot of mom and pop shops to close. Jordan accounts were near impossible to get, and stores lucky enough to get Jordan accounts got all the retros, but had to also get all the trash Team Jordans. So profit from the Jordan retro sales were countered by the money lost from the lack of Team Jordan sales. Looks like small boutiques are getting the FU from Nike now. I've been selling a lot on GOAT recently after getting hit with the PayPal 1099K form. This was the result of having 200 plus StockX sales totaling over $20,000. I'm easing back into StockX because now they offer payouts directly to my checking account versus PayPal. The 1099 form was a headache to deal with back in March. Firecast as always. Bro, I hit you with the hand claps, which is not what I meant to do. I meant to do the gunshots, but the hand claps are good too.
Yeah.
Because that's great to know, man. I need to go in and change my shit on StockX to go directly into my checking account instead of my PayPal. That's a good tip for all of you out there. If you don't want to get hit with the tax form, go around the system there. Like my man. I didn't know they did that. Did you?
I didn't know that.
Good shit. Golden. Thank you, bro. Coming through.
I don't know if you have to have a certain amount of sales for that or not, but also he also gave us a figure of 20,000 plus. So he definitely got a tax form. So again, we still have been messing with what is that number? Is it 10 grand? Is it 12 grand? You know, I don't know yet.
So to follow up on that one, this one's from Jefferson Jr. Dow, I think you're confusing Premier stores. The store that is affected is the Premier Boutique in the Bay Area, which is San Mateo. Premier Skate is in Grand Rapids, Michigan. I think that's where Franchise bought his dunks from. Either way, I feel bad about this, though. A friend of mine accuses them of backdooring a lot in the past. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
So that's what you're looking at. Yeah, definitely mine came from Grand Rapids.
See,
so that's what I thought you were talking about.
And I knew it was from California, so I just didn't explain it very well.
Gotcha.
So I knew what I was talking about, but I didn't explain it to franchise very well. So yeah,
I said Premiere, and you were like, yeah, we just disconnected.
My bad.
Cool. Hey, we're able to fact check and get our shit straight, dog. Appreciate you, Jefferson Jr. coming through. Michael Scott up next. Yo, glad to have you guys back. Sorry in advance for the long comment. Oh, this shit's a book. All right, here we go.
Who is this?
Michael Scott.
Michael Scott from The Office?
From The Office. Nice. There you go. He's in. Hell yeah! Was the Supreme drop weird for anyone else? Where I am, it dropped at 8 a.m., but when refreshed at 8, nothing new came up. I kept refreshing, and at 8:03, the new stuff showed up, and I was able to cop the Super Soaker and the keychain in one transaction manually, and instantly got buyer's remorse, LOL. They definitely dropped the ball on the Super Soaker. No doubt, man. We'll give you shots
there was
on
a
that.
delay I was hearing from Supreme community that it was like going to be pushed back till 11 or something like that. So that might have happened. I don't know.
He continues, on the Yeezy sizing, I've always gone a half up and they fit perfectly with the insole in. And when I copped the Glow Yeezys on the shock drop, I went a half up too and it fits big. My foot slides around. The knit on the glows is so much stretchier than any other 350 V2 I have. I don't own the clays, so I don't know how to compare those to each other, but the black statics, I went true to size and they fit perfectly with the insole in. Same shit, dude. It's the same thing. So the clays fit just like the glows. I don't have the glows either, but from what you're talking about with the glows is what I'm talking about with the clays. So they fit the same. We're talking about the same thing there. And now you said you went true to size in your statics, which is what I said to do. Yep. And they fit perfectly with the insole in. But that's where I'm confused. People like Dal are going half up and pulling the insole out, which is what other people have told me on YouTube, comments and stuff too. So for you and me, it sounds like we're doing the same shit, Mike. But I don't know what, it's hard for me to tell everyone else to do the same shit because people are doing the same shit and then they're telling me, well, I bought the wrong size now. And I'm like, well, shit, I don't know, dog. Like it's working for me. Like I don't know. I'm just trying to help everybody. Damn. But dude, I totally agree with you. Knit stretchier on the new V2s.
Yep.
He continues, have you seen the price hike on a lot of shoes lately? Yep. Some sizes of the TS ones were above $1,900 at one point this weekend. I got a size 10 and was able to cop on the sneakers app and was about to sell it a few weeks ago when they were going for around $900. Unfortunately, I'm not home right now. And if not, I would have sold them I think he meant fortunately, I'm not home right now. Because if not, I would have sold them and when they were around $1,600. I've been hearing it's because China, and there's a show in China called The Rap of China. And I guess contestants are wearing the hype shoes on the show, causing a lot of people in China to want them. I looked into it on the first episode. The third season aired on June 14th. Not sure if it's actually because of that or if this is just coincidence. Damn, I haven't heard that one. I've heard a lot of conspiracy theories on Twitter and all kinds of other stuff, but I've not heard that one.
Yeah, that's a new one on me for sure.
That's good shit. The Rap of China. Contestants wearing hype shoes and that's causing a lot of hype. That's crazy.
That would make sense, though.
A lot of people over there. Dow was just talking about international StockX and GOAT doing international shit.
Yep. That whole influence upon people.
Right. Last thing, the fee to transfer money from your GOAT account to PayPal is 2.9% of the amount of money you're made transferring. Oh, good to know. 2.9%. I don't comment very often, but wanted to let you know I appreciate you for making this podcast a part of my weekly routine. Keep up the great work and can't wait for the Patreon to finally get up and running. Have a good one, fellas. Boom.
So I can tell you the three main shoes that really changed this past week that everybody was talking about on Twitter were the Jordan 1, Travis Scott's obviously. Right now in my size, they're sitting at about $1,400. But if you look at that 8, 8.5, 9, 9.5, that just awesome value size. Right now, an 8.5, $1,700, a 9, $1,600, 9.5, $1,600, and then 10, $1,400. So it just goes.
The Travis Scott's?
It just goes down from there. But they significantly went up. This last week. The other one that went up significantly is the Jordan 1, LA to Chicago's. Those went up immensely in that great size as well. So again, 8.5.
Billy Plug text me, let me know. I got a steal.
Dude,
he's like, fool, did you see the price on those? I know you got a steal, dog.
Yeah. So the 8.5s are at $682, a 9 is $680, 9.5 is $600, and a 10 at $530. And then the other one that went up significantly for no reason that anybody can even gauge is the Hyper Adapt, the the mag inspired. Let's see, those are. Sorry, I'm looking them up here. The mag inspired Hyper Adapts. lost them.
Come on.
Sorry, man.
I'm looking at my size in the LA to Chicago's. They actually didn't go up that much. They went up. They're $355 right now. It's the ask. $345 is the lowest bid or the highest bid. So if I wanted to, I could sell them at $345 right now.
Yeah.
I'd be making what? $304.
Yeah. So let me blow.
Yeah.
Let me blow your mind on this one.
Go ahead.
So up until last week, so before last week, these were all between 4, 5, maybe 600, right at the most. But the Nike Adapt BBs, the mag inspired with the US charger, because they also have a UK charger, right, that you can get. But an 8.5 right now, $1,250.
Damn.
A 9, $1,100. 9.5, $1,075, and a size 10 at a cool G. And I could have bought these before last week. Anytime before that, I could have bought them for about $460 to $480.
Wow, really?
FYI.
I thought you were getting those too.
I was going to.
What happened?
I don't know.
Why didn't you get them then?
They're too heavy, clunky, big.
I thought you had to have them.
A lot of shoes I had to have. There's just so much coming out. Dude, there's so much coming out, man. I tried to save all my money for these women's off-whites this morning that I didn't get, that I got 0 on, where the Philly plug got 3.
Yeah,
so.
he just decided to get all 3, see how they feel.
Easy.
I just decided to do all 3.
So.
I love how he just decided he was going to get all 3. That's tight.
Good man.
My man Stephen Ryan up next. Not the worst attempt at an Irish accent I've heard, but not the best either. When it comes to Ireland, we've got some of the most diverse accents across such a small country. If I was to drive 2 hours in any direction from where I live, I would end up in a place where people might find it difficult to understand my strong Dublin accent.
Oh, well,
and I could find it difficult to understand theirs. Keep up the great work, fellas. Fire emoji. Bam, my man Steve Ryan coming through. That's funny. Dow,
So-
yeah, there was a couple people with that.
So at least he is Irish and he can make that
you
judgment.
Can say that.
Yeah, he knows what's up.
Yeah.
We're talking about a guy that can drive 2 hours and hear a completely different Irish accent.
Yeah. Well, all I know is when I was in Scotland, you can go to Edinburgh, you can go to Glasgow, and just totally different Scottish accents as well. So I'm with you. In Glasgow, it sounded like they had golf balls in their mouth when they were talking, dude. And they were at the pub. It was the craziest, but like I wanted to hang out with them all day because it was that cool.
Right.
So
right.
yeah. So sorry for I was gonna try to do the Ireland accent.
Yeah,
but
I don't even know what you're
I
doing.
don't even want to try because I've already been called out. It was bad.
Oh,
So we'll
Dan
pass.
up, my man Dan up next. Stringer, next man up. Get back in the cast. Whoa, yeah.
Whoa, yeah!
Hell yeah.
The thing that truly makes this cast the most underrated, besides the content, is you guys' friendship. How open and honest you guys are with sharing parts of your lives. Anyone that's not a fan can take that L on the way
Take
out.
that L on the way out.
Actually, anyone that's not a fan can take a big fat L on the way out.
Take that L on the way out.
Oh,
Just
and
need to
Dow.
make a T-shirt of that shit.
Double
I know.
time.
And Dow's so deep in the game, he uses GOAT as a tax haven. Ooh, damn. That's funny as hell. Good shit. Dan's always coming through fire.
Did you say that's funny as L?
Funny as hell. Tyler Blair up next. Great show, guys. What shoes would you both recommend that would look good with jeans? Thank you. Very nice, Tyler. Thanks for coming through. Dude, honestly, it's hard to say a shoe that, like just one shoe, but I think any of your classic Jordan silhouettes, your Jordan retros, dude, your Jordan 1s always look really good with jeans. It's funny because Jordan 1s are a shoe that I think a lot of people see them and they're like, I can't pull that off,
Right.
including you.
I didn't think I could.
I know. And then I think a lot of people, once they put on a Jordan 1, they fall in such love with it and it becomes their favorite Jordan. And I hate that because it's my favorite Jordan. Right? So it bugs me, but it just happens to everybody. So if you're not a Jordan 1 guy or you don't own any Jordan 1s, man, I would say do yourself a favor. Find yourself a pair you like. Get you pay resale for them. Get you a dope pair of Jordan 1s. I think those are always my just go-to. If I need a shoe that's gonna for sure look good with jeans, that's why I have so many pairs in so many different colorways.
Well, don't you want kind of like a slimmer fit with the jeans? So
Yeah,
you're
you definitely-
able to
yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
stuff them into
Yeah.
the Jordans.
Don't have Jinkos, Tyler.
Yeah, I think you got to have slim fit for most
have
of
dad
your
jeans or
sick
any of that
fits because
shit.
that's what's in right now. But for me,
But Jordan 1s, you can still get, if you just have some Levi's that maybe aren't the slimmest at the bottom, you can still get
still
away
stuff 'em, yeah.
with Jordan 1s looking good. You can't do that with a Vapor Max or with, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
an Ultra Boost
No.
Plus, a Vapor Max is a fitness shoe. So.
Yep.
and Vapor Maxes do not look good with jeans.
Not that much, no.
You got to have like a jogger,
Yeah,
that kind of
Jogger
thing.
shorts.
But I would agree with you. So why I found out that Jordan 1s, why I took a chance on it, because I was always a super guy.
Yes.
So I wore a lot of Supras back in the day. You did too, as well.
Yep.
You had the craziest
Crazy
colors, man.
shit.
Golds and blacks.
Crazy stuff.
And you know what?
Converse.
Robin, one of the only comments she ever gave me, she's like, man, babe, I miss you in high tops. I tried on a Jordan 1. She's like, wow.
Oh, she was ready to get the horse. Put the horses in the back.
The horses were not in the back, yeah.
Yeah.
The horses were definitely going to get hit from the back.
Nice.
That's for sure.
Whoa, haha, whoa.
So...
On to the next topic.
But yeah, that's where I got my Jordan 1s at. Had to wear them. But I think Jordan 1s for me are pretty easy. God, I can tell you so many that aren't good with jeans. Like Ultra Boost mids, the worst.
I know, and we're on time, so I want to keep it short. I said Jordan 1s, Jordan 3s, Jordan 4s.
Yeah.
Those are all good with jeans, dude. Any of those 3 pairs, they have nice tongues, tongue tucks nicely behind the jeans. I say those 3 pairs are great with jeans. As far as your off-white stuff or Nike stuff, I would say any of your Converse, off-white Chucks are super sick. The Blazers, off-white Blazers, really, really dope with jeans.
I'm gonna go a little different route. The Prestos are decent with jeans. If you're getting away from Jordan, still staying with Nike. Prestos are decent, but I think one of the best Air Maxes, Air Max silhouettes are the 90s. The Air Max 90s with jeans are pretty fire as well. So I would say that. And then as a rolling third, I got to go with the Jordan 3s. Jordan 3s are pretty sick with jeans.
Yeah.
So
that's where I would stay, man. It's not like you can't wear an Ultra Boost with jeans. They're just tougher. The style. Yeezys, tougher. You just have to have the right jean to really go with the shoe.
Very thin,
just
slim fit.
And you know what else looks good, actually? Now that I'm thinking about it, I wear a nice skinny jean with my Solar and Nikes. Believe it or not, look really good.
Oh, yeah, because they have plenty of tongue action.
Plenty of tongue on that. So if you're looking for a cost-effective boost shoe, the Nike looks fire.
That would really be my tip, dog. Anything that has a nice tongue, a nice big tongue that has good movement to it, that you can kind of style, that's not going to, where your jeans aren't going to overlap the tongue, because that's what really makes the shoe look crappy, in my opinion, is when the jeans come down over the tongue.
Agreed.
It just doesn't, I don't know, it just messes up the vibe of the sneaker.
The shoe isn't able to stand out.
The shoe isn't popping at all. It's just like you're wearing a regular shoe. You're just like a dad. He just puts on his jeans and puts his shoes down over his tongue and does his thing.
Unless you're wearing dad shoes.
Yeah.
Right.
Go ahead.
Yeah, the Monarchs look great with jeans. Yeah.
With any jeans.
The
baggy,
any jeans.
Thin jeans, skinny jeans.
If you don't want to have to...
Jinko jeans, the Monarchs.
If you don't have specific jeans, get some Monarchs.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
the New Balance 997s. Great.
Terrible. Landon up next. Just got my black Statics, and I love them even more in hand and on feet just because they're my first pair of black Yeezys. If you already have the Breads or another pair of black Yeezys, I can see how these aren't a must-have. The next region exclusive are the Synth in Asia, Australia, and the Antilla. Damn it, now I can't say it. Antilia.
Antilla. I thought it was
Antilia.
Antilia.
In Europe and the Lone
Like
Mark.
Reptilia.
Yeah.
For North and South America. Yes, exactly. Reptilia, Antilia. They're also reflective versions. I agree these are not must-have, but no heel or no pull tab on the heel's a nice touch. Always great cast again and Jesus. Anyways, great cast again as always, even without the GOAT. What I was gonna say is Springsteen, you are mad that they don't have the pull tab. You like that. You right earlier you were like, it's trash, right?
Yeah.
You're not a fan.
Yeah.
I've seen people both ways. So my man Landon here saying he likes the pull tab. He thinks, or I'm sorry, he likes them removing
without it.
Yeah, he thinks it's a nice touch.
Yeah.
My man Carlos up next. My 1 hour drive back and forth to work goes so much easier when I have the cast to listen to. Also, I know you guys have mentioned it randomly here and there, but can we get a full follow-up review on both new cars after a couple months of ownership? Damn. Carlos, we should do that coming into the next show.
Okay.
We should give a little review, a little full review. Some loves, some hates. Put that in the notes, Stringstein, so we can remember that, please. Because I'm bad at that. Yes, Carlos, we'll get to that, dog. We'll drop a review for you. Or we'll tell you all about it. Al Brune up next. Irish accent, Dal? Below not good.
Below not good.
With the laughing emojis.
Dang.
Not the worst I've heard, though. Probably more Belfast than Dublin.
All right.
He goes, but the Phil Jackson is fire.
Give them some
all right.
credit. I mean, for
Nice.
real.
Likes the Phil Jackson joke. Al Brune, thank you, dog, coming through.
I'll keep it up then.
Joshua Cruz up next. The humbleness in this one was amazing. I really enjoyed seeing Dal and Franchise talk talk about that stuff from the funeral and feeling happy that Dal saying it was a bad day and everyone remembering and enjoying their life together. Franchise mentioning his thing a while back. It just gave me a nice, humble vibe. Cool, man. Cool. Appreciate it, Josh.
Okay.
Thanks for coming through, dog. I like, can't always be shit talking and roasting every 5 minutes, you know. Mario up next. Power Beats Pro just caught on fire because of the heat of this cast. Don't always comment, but hats off to you fellas. Question/observation. I'm always looking at prices on sneakers, especially ones I'm interested in buying or selling. Notice the jump in the Travis Scott Jordan 1s on StockX, $500 to $750, and the recent LA to Chicago's $100 to $250 jump. Do you think that's due to consumers or demand or something else driving the value? This happened within the current week, so I just thought it would be it was a huge jump, but don't want to raise any conspiracies. Oh, we've already raised the conspiracies on here. Trust me.
Yeah.
Who was it? Who already raised the conspiracies? I forgot who it was. Oh, it was our man Michael Scott.
Michael Scott
Raised the conspiracies
from the show.
The rap of China. The TV show. It's driving up the prices. No, I'm just messing with you. I don't know, dude. Honestly, here's what I would say, man. I feel like I always see a jump in sneakers at the beginning of summer. When summer starts to come around, people know that nice weather's coming. They know they don't have to worry about guarding their sneakers too much. And people are looking for fresh fits for the summer. They're going on vacations, summer vacations, traveling. I notice a little bit of a jump with sneakers at the beginning of summer anyway.
Also, a bunch of teens are getting their summer jobs, so now they could actually afford those sneakers. So it's just like...
There you go. Maybe another one.
That could be it as well. And you also look at the LA to Chicago's. You just had the big Lakers trade with with Anthony Davis. I mean, you could do any conspiracy. I mean,
people seeing all the stuff that they're doing with them too. Maybe just
and it's just a dope shoe to begin with. Like,
yep. Yeah, man. No, I don't know. I don't contribute it to anything directly, but I mean, who knows? That show in China. I mean, but that's only one shoe. That's just the Travis Scotts. I don't know about the LA to Chicago's. I saw that the Yeezys, the white Statics rose a little bit. Did you see that? You know, a few different pairs. So I think it's more summer.
The Clays of rose finally back up because they went way down. Now they're going back up to now 350-ish. So I don't know.
It's like Jesus. Clays have risen.
Clays have risen.
Mike the Man, 37 fire emojis again with this cast, boys. Keep grinding. Appreciate you, dog. My man, Ro Dow, sad to see you out on the 700s. The Inertia and the OGs are some of my favorites in my collection. Damn.
Not me, man.
He's sad, guy.
I'm never buying another pair. They're awful. They're clunky. They aren't that comfortable. They're stupid. They look shitty with jeans. Dude, they look shitty with jeans. They're the worst shoe I own in my collection. And you know what? If my box wasn't jacked up from that company opening ceremony out of New York, they would have been sold like years ago.
Years?
Yeah.
Wow.
Just sell them on Go, man.
No, because the box. I mean, I guess I could because in Goat you can say the box is jacked up a little bit. But damn it, dude, I get those shoes out of my collection. I need that 300 back.
Well, he's sad that you don't like them. I'm sorry, Ro.
I'm sad that they're the shittiest shoe.
I'm gonna still give you a shot, Ro, but I'm sad that you're sad. Juluman, Super Soaker is a brand.
Wait, Juluman?
Juluman.
I think Juluman's wrong.
Julumon.
No.
What do you mean?
I believe so. Yes, you could constitute Super Soaker as a brand.
What does that even mean? Did we talk about this? I'm confused on what the comments even.
I think Juluman is confused because here's what I know about Super Soaker. If you want to call that a brand, that's fine.
Nerf's the brand.
Nerf is the company, is the brand that makes Super Soaker. So I don't. What are we talking about here?
I don't know.
Were they the original owners or did they just buy out?
Nerf was the one who made Super Soaker.
Just for everyone, man, if you're leaving comments, give us some context because sometimes I can't remember everything we said. Like I said earlier in this cast, 30% of what I say, just throw it out. You know what I mean? We're doing so much talking.
Right.
Not everything's taken to heart, but especially with this stuff, like I don't remember everything.
It has to really stand out if you leave a comment like that.
All the comment says is Super Soaker is a brand. Did we say it wasn't? Did we say, were we talking about that? Which again, Dow.
Yeah, because I'm trying to argue with you. Is it Nerf? Did you mean it was Nerf?
I have a feeling maybe someone misspoke and it got misunderstood.
Because it can also be like, Super Soaker is a brand with Supreme. I don't understand what you mean.
Maybe he was just saying Super Soaker is a brand, and I guess to that we'll say,
how about no?
John up next. Dope cast even without the GOAT. Dang, yeah, everyone's missing the goat. So I took your advice and pulled the trigger on the Black Status off StockX for $400. After seeing TTF's on feet and Dow rocking them on the scooter, it was game over. Had to have them. Fire emoji. By the way, to all the people hating on Dow for wearing Nike shorts with Yeezys, go ahead and put some baby powder on your hand and slap your bitch ass in the face. Ugh. Bars, son.
Yeah, no doubt.
My man, John Linehan, coming through.
I don't have time to worry about that shit, man. I'm just, you know what I should worry about is those skinny chicken legs that I have.
Yes.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah, you might want to go lay out in the sun for a little bit, tan them up.
Yeah.
Also get a little bit of some Phil Mickelson action going on there.
Yeah, no doubt.
In the next, you should do a fireside chat with Dow. You're just doing calf raises.
I'm doing it.
That's what you should do.
You know what? And then I'm going to get them all tanned in Vegas. I'm going to start doing fireside chats when I get back.
Oh, dude, tan them up in Vegas.
Calf raises for everybody.
That'll be tight.
I think we're just jealous that everybody doesn't have a scooter. You're
Ooh,
welcome.
maybe.
Yeah.
No, I agree. I think people are. I don't care. I don't really have brand loyalty.
I don't think you can.
I like whatever. A lot of times, especially like when we come in here, I just throw shit on.
Same.
Now, if I'm going out to take promo pics for a pair of shoes, obviously I'm not wearing some Nike windbreaker pants with some Yeezys.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm doing a photo shoot. But if I run to the store, like, eat a dick.
I probably should have seen that because those shorts do have Nike really big on one side, but then there's nothing on the other. Check this out. Got the Pharrells on today. Got a new pair of Tech Fleece shorts from Nike, but see, subtle flex. You can't really see the Nike.
I
was like, I think that's okay to wear the Pharrells.
Yeah.
It's black on black. You can't see it. And then I got the Cause shirt, you know what I'm saying? Like
yes.
Pink, black, no hat. We're rocking.
I like it.
Okay.
It's a great
So
job.
I take it a little serious.
Some dude actually
If you want to get to work on time, you need to sit down so we can get out of here.
I gotta close the shop.
Dude, we're so... Dude,
what's our
late.
time right now?
We're late. We're at 2:39.
All right, let's quit.
Wow.
We're not quitting. Actually, no, that's pretty much the end. Let me see. I want to make sure I give my man John some more gunshots for the baby powder slap in the face.
That was tight. Thank you, John.
Actually, the last up is Jay Nasty, the Mad City Madman. The way he was telling Raptors fans to enjoy the moment, I agree. He's gone. Talking about our man, Kawhi Leonard. Have you seen all the latest rumors? You seen him at Home Depot buying boxes and all that shit, or getting boxes? Do you see all those people on Twitter like, I saw Kawhi, he's getting boxes? All the speculation's rampant.
Let me tell you about the speculation that just came out, though.
Let me know.
Kawhi Leonard denies player option, seriously considering re-signing with the Raptors. According to Chris Haynes, the 2019 NBA Finals MVP will decline his 2019-2020 player option worth $21.3 million to become an unrestricted free agent. He's seriously reconsidering signing with the Raptors. He's declining that.
That's crazy.
How cool is that?
Pretty cool.
That's way cool.
No doubt.
Real quick, before we end here.
Yeah.
Dude, it's relevant. I wanted to talk about it just for a couple seconds here.
No, it's fine. We're not long.
Halsey.
I forgot about it.
Halsey coming out, dude. She's going to be on the new latest Rolling Stone issue, the cover. Have you seen the cover?
No. Let me look it up.
Yes, I've
Or do
seen
you have it?
why.
Okay.
We're pissed.
Okay.
Tell me what you see real quick. Just looking at the cover real quick.
From face value.
Aside from massive beauty. I
don't
love
know.
Halsey.
I don't really know.
Do you notice anything in particular?
JJ.
Some breast implants?
Maybe, because she does have small boobs.
She does have small?
I think so.
Those look like she got breast implants.
I know, those look good, but usually she
breast
looks pretty
implants
small.
look like really circle,
Okay,
like
Dallas.
real symmetrical.
Running
like fake.
long. And
Maybe
he's
she's
not
got a
gonna
great
guess
push-up
this.
bra. But anyways, anything wrong?
I don't know enough about Halsey. I don't know what she looks like regularly, so am I...
Sure. Okay, so what people are hating on this picture is the armpit hair.
Oh.
Like, because it's just like stubble, right?
Yeah.
But, dude, I think it's beautiful. Like, I don't have a problem with it. I didn't even notice it at first until
Didn't
people
notice.
It's a human being.
got to talk shit about it.
Yeah,
So
I didn't even notice,
the
dude.
other thing is people still forget that Halsey is biracial. So everybody was like, why she got the curls? What's going on with the hair? Because typically she wears a lot of wigs, right? Especially as she shaved her head, kind of growing it out, all these different stages. People are still having issues with her being biracial and not remembering that she is, right? Her father is African-American. You know, and I think he's a car salesman, believe it or not.
Oh, wow.
But I did a little research on that. But the problem people have is the curls, the biracial stuff, and then having the armpit hair. But a lot of celebrities have came to bat for her, like Demi Lovato was one, and just saying, hey, you know, way to empower women, way to be natural, you know, way to not get things photoshopped. I don't really care either way. It does not take away from the beauty of her. Do you know what's irrelevant in this picture? Rolling Stone. When was the last time you bought a Rolling Stone magazine? Yeah, me neither.
I used to get the subscription. I think I had it through something else.
That's what's irrelevant. This picture is beautiful. I'm not saying I am woman, hear me roar, anything like that. It's great to know that she's more natural than not. We all have hair. We all have.
If she had like mad armpit hair hanging out, I'd be like, oh yeah, what's going on here? And she's doing it on purpose. Or like, but dude, this is like a little bit of armpit stubble. Like she shaved yesterday and then came in and did the photo shoot today. Like, who cares?
Yeah.
Really, guys?
When were you afraid of stubble? I've never been afraid of stubble.
Weird. Yeah, ever since, dude, I love that chick. Ever since I saw her on Saturday Night Live that time.
Tight.
Ever since I found out she was Italian. Ever since I found out she was Ashley Nicoletti Frangipani.
Yeah.
I'm in. I'm in, dude. She's an Italian from Jersey.
I'm in like the prayer.
Love that chick.
I'm in
Great,
like the
dude.
prayer.
Great stuff. Yeah, man. I don't care. Everyone else can fuck off with that.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
I think she looks great.
Sick. That was at the very end of the show. Sorry, midsole.
Dude, look at those freckles too.
I know. She looks great, dude. Looks wonderful. All right, man. We'll leave
Anyways,
it at that.
Sorry, JJ. Sorry, Stringer, for the long edit.
Yeah, we're 13 over.
My bad. I got to go to work.
I got to go to Stevie Wonder.
Nice.
All right. And on that note, we will let you guys go, and we will see you fools Friday.